ब्रह्म वदिष्यामि ऋतं वदिष्यामि सत्यं वदिष्यामि तन्मामवतु तद्वक्तारमवतु अवतु माम् अवतु वक्तारम् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तुष्टुवागुंसस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः
श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ ध्यायामो धवलावगुण्ठनवतीं तेजोमयीं नैष्टिकीं स्निग्धापाङ्घविलोकिनीं भगवतीं मन्दस्मितश्रीमुखीं वात्सल्यामृतवर्षिणीं सुमधुरं सङ्कीर्तनालापिनीं श्यामाङ्गीं मधुसिग्धसूक्तिम् अमृतानन्दात्मिकाम् ईश्वरीम् ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै नमः।
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 ॐ पूर्णब्रह्मस्वरूपिण्यै नमः।
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै नमः।
ॐ सच्चिदानन्दमूर्तये नमः।
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै नमः।
ॐ आत्मारामाग्रगण्यायै नमः।
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै नमः।
ॐ योगलीनान्तरात्मने नमः।
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै नमः।
ॐ अन्तर्मुखस्वभावायै नमः।
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै
ॐ
नमः।
तुर्यतुङ्गस्थलीजुषे नमः।
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै नमः।
ॐ प्रभामण्डलवीथायै नमः।
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै नमः।
ॐ दुरासतमहौजसे नमः।
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै
ॐ
नमः।
त्यक्तदिग्वस्तुकालादिसर्वावच्छेदराशये नमः।
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै नमः।
ॐ सजातीयविजातीयस्वीयभीतनिराकृते नमः।
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै नमः।
ॐ वाणीबुद्धिविमृग्यायै नमः।
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै नमः।
ॐ शश्वदव्यक्तवर्त्मने नमः।
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै नमः।
ॐ नामरूपादिशून्यायै नमः।
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै नमः।
ॐ शून्यकल्पविभूतये नमः।
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै नमः।
ॐ षडैश्वर्यसमुद्रायै नमः।
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै नमः।
ॐ दूरीकृतषडुर्मये नमः।
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै नमः।
ॐ नित्यप्रबुद्धसंशुद्धनिर्मुक्तात्मप्रभामुचे नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै
ॐ
नमः
कारुण्याकुलचित्तायै नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै
ॐ
नमः
त्यक्तयोगसुषुप्तये नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै
ॐ
नमः
केरलक्ष्मावतीर्नायै नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै
ॐ
नमः
मानसश्रीवपुर्भृते नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै
ॐ
नमः
धर्मिष्ठस्सुगुणानन्दधमयन्ति स्वयंभुवे नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै
ॐ
नमः
मातापितृचिराच्चेर्नपुण्यपूर्फलात्मने नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै
ॐ
नमः
निशब्दजननी गर्भनिर्गमात्पुतकर्मणे नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै
ॐ
नमः
काळे श्रीकृष्णसङ्काशकोमलश्यामलत्विषे नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै नमः
ॐ चिरष्टपुनर्लब्धभार्गवक्षेत सम्पदे नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै नमः
ॐ मृतप्राय भृगुक्षेत पुनर्ततेजसे नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै नमः
ॐ सौशिल्यादिगुणाकृष्टजङ्गमस्तावराळे नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै नमः
ॐ मनुष्यमृगपक्षाय सर्वसंसेविताङ्ग्रये नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै नमः
ॐ नैसर्गिकदया तीर्थस्नानक्लिन्नान्तरात्मने नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै
ॐ
नमः
दरिद्रजनतासमर्पितान्दसे नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै
ॐ
नमः
अन्यवक्तप्रवक्तानपूरितस्य कुक्षये नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै नमः
ॐ सम्प्राप्तसर्वभूतात्मस्वात्मसत्तानुभूतये नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै
ॐ
नमः
अशिक्षितस्वयं स्वान्तस्फृत्कृष्णभूतये नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै
ॐ
नमः
अच्छिन्नमधुरोदारकृष्णलीलानसन्धये नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै
ॐ
नमः
नन्दात्मजमुखालोकनित्योत्कण्ठितचेतसे नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै
ॐ
नमः
गोविन्दविप्रयोगादिधावदत्तान्तरात्मने नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै
ॐ
नमः
वियोगशोकसम्मूर्च्छाभुः पतितवर्ष्मणे नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै
ॐ
नमः
सारमेयादिविहितशुश्रूषालब्धबुद्धये नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै
ॐ
नमः
प्रेमभक्तिबलाकृष्टप्रादुर्भावितश्राङ्गिणे नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै
ॐ
नमः
कृष्णाल्लोकमहाल्लादध्वस्तशोकान्तरात्मने नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै
ॐ
नमः
काञ्चीचन्द्रकमञ्जीरवंशीशोभिसुभूधृशे नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै
ॐ
नमः
सार्वत्रिकऋषिकेशसान्निध्यलहरीस्पृशे नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै
ॐ
नमः
सुस्मेरतन्मुखालोकविस्मयलोत्फुल्लदृष्टये नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै
ॐ
नमः
तत्कान्तियमुनास्पर्शहृष्टरोमाङ्गयष्टये नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै नमः
ॐ अप्रतीक्षितसम्प्राप्तदेवी रूपोपलब्धये नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै
ॐ
नमः
पानिपद्मसवद्वीनाशोभमानाम्बिकाधृशे नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै नमः
ॐ देवी सद्यस्थिरोदानतापविदितचेतसे नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै
ॐ
नमः
धीनिरोधनिर्घोषदीर्णधिक्कर्णवर्त्मने नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै
ॐ
नमः
त्यक्तानपाननिद्राधर्वदैहिकधर्मणे नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै नमः
ॐ कुरराजसमानीतवक्षपोषितवर्ष्मणे नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै
ॐ
नमः
वीणानिश्यन्तिः सङ्गीतलाडितश्रुतिनाळे नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै
ॐ
नमः
अपारपरमानन्दलहरीमग्नचेतसे नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै
ॐ
नमः
चण्डिकाभीकराकारदर्शनालब्धजन्मने नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै
ॐ
नमः
शान्तरूपमृतचरिवारणानवृतात्मने नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै
ॐ
नमः
शारदा स्मारकाशेषस्वभावगुणसम्पदये नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै
ॐ
नमः
प्रतिबिम्बितच्चान्द्रे शारदोभयमूर्तये नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै नमः
ॐ तन्नाटकाभिनयेन नित्यरङ्गयितात्मने नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै
ॐ
नमः
चान्द्रे शारदाकेरिकल्लोलितसुधाब्धये नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै नमः
ॐ उत्तेजितभृगुक्षेत्रजैवचैतन्यरंहसे नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै नमः
ॐ भूयः प्रत्यवरुद्धाश दिव्यसंस्कारराशये नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै
ॐ
नमः
अप्राकृताद्भूतानन्तकल्याणगुणसिन्धवे नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै
ॐ
नमः
ऐश्वर्यवीर्यकीर्तिश्रीज्ञानवैराग्यवेश्मने नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै
ॐ
नमः
पार्थबालगोपालवेषभूषाविभूतये नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै
ॐ
नमः
स्मेरस्निग्धकटाक्षायै नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै
ॐ
नमः
स्वैराध्युषितवेधये नमः
ॐ
ॐ
अमृतेश्वर्यै नमः
पिच्चकुण्डलमञ्चिरविंशिकाकृङ्किनीपृते नमः
ॐ
ॐ
अमृतेश्वर्यै नमः
भक्तलोकाखिलाभीष्टपूर्णप्रीणनेचवे नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै
ॐ
नमः
पीठारूढमहादेवी भावास्वरमूर्तये नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै
ॐ
नमः
भूषणाम्बरवेशश्रीदीप्यमानाङ्गयष्टये नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै
ॐ
नमः
सुप्रसन्नमुकाम्भोजवराभयदपानये नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै
ॐ
नमः
किरीटरशनाकर्णपूरस्वर्णपटीभृते नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै
ॐ
नमः
जिह्वालिडमहारोगीविवत्समणितत्वचे नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै नमः
ॐ त्वग्रोगध्वंसनिष्णातघौराङ्गाबरमूर्तये नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै
ॐ
नमः
स्तेहिंसासुरापानाद्यशेषा धर्मविद्विषे नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै
ॐ
नमः
त्यागवैराग्यमैत्र्या सर्वसद्वासनापुषे नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै
ॐ
नमः
पादाश्रितमनोरूढदुःसंस्काररहोमुषे नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै
ॐ
नमः
प्रेमभक्तिसुधासिक्तसाधुचित्तगुहाजुषे नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै नमः
ॐ सुधामणिमहानाम्ने नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै
ॐ
नमः
सुभाषितसुधामुचे नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै
ॐ
नमः
अमृतानन्दमय्याख्या जनकर्णपुटस्पृशे नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै
ॐ
नमः
दत्तविरक्तायै नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै अमृतेश्वरे नमः
अम्रार्पितबुभुक्षवे नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वरे
ॐ
नमः
उत्सृष्टभोगिसङ्गायै नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वरे नमः
ॐ योगिसङ्गरिरंसवे नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वरे
ॐ
नमः
अभिनन्दितधानाशिवकर्माभिवृद्धये नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वरे
ॐ
नमः
अभिवन्दितनिःशेषस्त्रजङ्गमसृष्टये नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वरे
ॐ
नमः
प्रोत्साहितब्रह्मविद्यासम्प्रदायप्रवृत्तये नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वरे नमः
पुनरासाधितश्रेष्ठतमो विपिनवृत्तये नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वरे
ॐ
नमः
भूयो गुरुकुलावासशिक्षणोत्सुकमेधसे नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वरे
ॐ
नमः
अनेकनैष्टिकब्रह्मचारिनिर्मातृवेदसे नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वरे
ॐ
नमः
शिष्यसङ्क्रामितस्य प्रोज्ज्वलद्ब्रह्मवर्चसे नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वरे नमः
देवाशिजनाशेषचेष्टापातितदृष्टये नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वरे नमः
मोक्षान्तकारसञ्चाररोकारुग्राहिरोचसे नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वरे नमः
क्लिष्टमनोवृष्टस्वप्रकाशसुभाषिषे नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वरे
ॐ
नमः
शुद्धान्तरङ्गस्तबद्धदीपशिखात्विषे नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वरे
ॐ
नमः
सप्रीतिभुक्तभक्तौ गण्यर्पितस्नेहसर्पिषे नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वरे
ॐ
नमः
शिष्यवर्यसभामध्यध्यानयोगविदीत्सवे नमः
ॐ
ॐ
अमृतेश्वरे नमः
सस्यलोकहिताचारमग्नदेहेन्द्रियासवे नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वरे नमः
पुण्यप्रदानान्यपापादानाचिकीर्षवे नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वरे
ॐ
नमः
परस्वर्यापनस्य नरकप्राप्तिलिप्सवे नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वरे
ॐ
नमः
व्रतोत्सलत्कन्याकुमारी मध्यमूर्धये नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वरे नमः
नवनिर्मग्नप्रगक्षेत्रोचिकीर्षवे नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वरे नमः
द्वैपायनसत्कुलतन्तवे नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वरे
ॐ
नमः
वेदशास्त्रपुराणेतिहासशाश्वतबन्धवे नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वरे नमः
क्षेत्रसमन्मीलत्परधैवततेजसे नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वरे नमः
देव्यै नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वरे नमः
प्रेमामृतानन्दमय्यै नित्यं नमो नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वरे नमः
प्रेमामृतानन्दमय्यै नित्यं नमो नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वरे नमः
प्रेमामृतानन्दमय्यै नित्यं नमो नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै नमः
अमृतेश्वर्यै नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै नमः
So we will continue our prayer by chanting some hymns from the Vedas, some Vedic hymns, Suktams. We'll start with the mantra praying to Goddess Saraswati, the goddess of knowledge and wisdom, followed by a mantra that prays for peace everywhere, peace all over the universe. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Prano Devi Saraswati Vajebhirvajinivati Dhinamavitriyavatu Ano Divo Brihatah Parvatada Saraswati Yajata Gantu Yajñam Vagdevyai Namaha Om Prithvi Shanta Sagnina Shanta Same Shanta Shuchagum Shamayatu Antarikshagum Shantan Dadvayuna Shantan Tanme Shantagum Shuchagum Shamayatu Dhyau Shanta Sadityena Shanta Same Shanta Shuchagum Shamayatu Prithvi Shantirantariksha-gum Shantir-dyau Shantir-disha-shantir-avantara-disha Shantir-agnis-shantir-vayu Shantir-aditya-shantish-chandrama Shantir-nakshatrani Shantir-abhas-shantir-oshadhayas-shantir-vanaspatayas-shantir-gau Shantir-aja Shantir-ashva विश्वशान्तिः पुरुषशान्तिर्ब्रह्मशान्तिर्ब्राह्मणशान्तिः शान्तिरेव शान्तिः शान्तिर्मे अस्तु शान्तिः तयाहगो शान्त्या सर्वशान्त्या मह्यं द्विपदे चतुष्पदे च शान्तिं करोमि शान्तिर्मे अस्तु शान्तिः येह श्रीश्च ह्रीश्च धृतिश्च तपो मेधा प्रतिष्ठा श्रद्धा सत्यं धर्मश्चैतानि मोत्तिष्ठन्तमनोत्तिष्ठन्तु मामागश्रीश्च ह्रीश्च धृतिश्च तपो मेधा प्रतिष्ठा श्रद्धा सत्यं धर्मश्चैतानि मामाहाशिषुः उदायुषा स्वायुषो दोषधीनागुं रसेनोत्पर्जन्यस्य शुष्मेणोदस्थाममृतागुम् अनो तच्चक्षुर्देवहितं पुरस्तात् शुक्रमुच्चरत् पश्येम शरदः शतं जीवेम शरदः शतं नन्दाम शरदः शतं मोदाम शरदः शतं भवाम शरदः शतगं शृणवाम शरदः शतं प्रब्रवाम शरदः शतमजीतास्याम शरदः शतं जोक्ष सूर्यं दृशे यौदगान् महतोर्णवाद् विभ्राजमानः शरीरस्य मध्यात् समावृषभो लोहिताक्षः सूर्यो विपश्चिन्मनसा पुनातु ॐ शान्तिः 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 Now we'll chant the Medha Suktam. Medha refers to knowledge, the ability to learn and retain what we learn. So we'll pray to again Goddess Saraswati for Medha. Om Yaschandasa Mrishabho Vishwarupah छन्दोभ्योऽध्यमृतात् सम्बभूव समेन्द्रो मेधया स्पृणोतु अमृतस्य देवधारणो भूयासं शरीरं मे विचर्षणं जिह्वा मे मधुमत्तमा कर्णाभ्यां भूरि विश्रुवं ब्रह्मणः कोशोऽसि मेधया पिहितः श्रुतं मे गोपाय ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ मेधा देवी जुषमाणा न आगाद् विश्वाची भद्रासु मनस्यमाना त्वया जुष्टानुदमाना दुरुक्तान् बृहद्वदेम विदधे सुवीराः त्वया जुष्टऋषिर्भवति देवि त्वया ब्रह्मा गतश्रीरुतत्वया त्वया जुष्टश्चित्रं विन्दते वसुसानो जुषस्वद्रविणो न मेधे मेधां म इन्द्रो दधातु मेधां देवी सरस्वती मेधां मे अश्विनावुभावा दत्तां पुष्करस्रजा अप्सरासु च या मेधा गन्धर्वेषु च यन्मनः दैवीं मेधा सरस्वती सामां मेधासुरभिर्जुषदाग स्वाहा आमां मेधासुरभिर्विश्वरूपा हिरण्यवर्णा जगती जगम्या ऊर्जस्वती पयसा पिन्वमाना सामां मेधा सुप्रतीकाजुषन्तां मयि मेधां मयि प्रजां मयि अग्निस्तेजो दधातु मयि मेधां मयि प्रजां मयि इन्द्र इन्द्रियं दधातु मयि मेधां मयि प्रजां मयि सूर्यो भ्राजो दधातु ॐ हंस हंसाय विद्महे परमहंसाय धीमहि तन्नो हंसः प्रचोदयात् ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. Now we'll chant the Shraddha Suktam. Shraddha is a Sanskrit word that does not have an equivalent word in English. It's a combination of awareness, attentiveness, faith, discipline, all of this put together. So we'll chant the Shraddha Suktam, praying for Shraddha in our lives. Om Shraddhayagnis samidyate Shraddhaya ahuyate havihi Shraddham bhagasya murdhani vachasave dayamasi Priyam Shraddhe dadadah Priyam Shraddhe didasatah Priyam bhojeshu yajvasvidam udhitam kradhi Yatha deva asureshu shraddha mugreshu chakrire Evam bhojeshu yajvasvasmakam udhitam kradhi Shraddhan deva yajamana vayugopa upasate Shraddham hridaya ayakutya Shraddhaya vindate vasu Shraddham pratarhavamahe Shraddham madhyandinam pari Shraddham suryasya nimruchi Shraddhe Shraddhapayehana Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Next, we'll chant the Devi Suktam. The speciality of Devi Suktam is it is the proclamation of a lady saint called Vagambrini in an ecstatic state of deep meditation, proclaiming her complete identity with the entire universe, the entire cosmos. Devi Suktam. Om Aham Rudrebhirvasubhishcharamyahamadityairut vishwadevaihi Aham Mitra Varuno Bhabibharmyahamindragni Aham Ashvino Bha Aham Soma Mahanasam Bibharmyahan Tvashtaramutapushanam Bhagam Aham Dadhami Dravinam Havishmate Supravye Ye Yajamanaya Sunvate Aham Rashtri Sangamani Vasunam Chikitushi Prathama Yajñiyanam Tamma Deva Vyadadhuh Purutra Bhuristatram Bhuryam Veshayanti Mayaso Annamattiyo Vipashyati Yah Praniti Yaim Shrunotyuktam Amantavo Manta Upakshiyanti Shrudhishrota Shraddhivante Vadami Ahameva Swayamidam Vadami Jushtam Devebhirutamanoshebhihi Yang kamaye tanta mugrang karnomitam brahmanam tamrishintam sumedha Aham rudraya dhanuratanomi brahmadvishesharavehantava Aham janaya samadam krinomyahandyava pruthavi avivesha Aham suve pitaramasya murdhanmamayonirapsva hantasamudre tato vitishte bhuvananu vishvotamundhyam varshmanopasprushami Ahameva vata iva pravamyarabhamana bhuvanani vishva Paro diva parayena prathavyai tavati mahina sambhabhuva Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Speaking of lady saints, we are fortunate to have a living lady saint, Sri Mata Amritanandamayi Devi, as our chancellor, who displays in her every action her identity with the entire universe through her universal compassion. I'm sure you'll get an opportunity to see that yourself. Now we move on to the Durga Suktam, a Suktam where Goddess Durga is invoked as the fire, the deity of fire, Agni, which is very essential in our lives. So we'll chant the Durga Suktam now. Om Jata Vedase Sunavama Soma Marati Yado Nidahati Vedaha Sanaf Parishadati Durgani Vishwa Naveva Sindhunduritatyagnihi Tam Agnivarnan Tapasa Jvalantim Vairochanim Karma Phaleshu Jushtam Durgan Devi Gum Sharanamaham Prapadye Sutarasi Tarase Namaha Agne Tvam Parayanavyo Asman Swasti Bhirati Durgani Vishwa Puscha Prithvi Bahulana Urvi Bhavato Kayatanaya Yashayo Vishwanino Durgaha Jata Vedas Sindhunanava Duritati Parshi Agne Atrivan Manasa Grinano Smakam Bodhya Vitatanuna Prutanajita Gum Sahamana Mugra Magni Gum Huvema Parama Sadastat Sanaf Parishadati Durgani Vishvakshamaddevo Atiduritatyagnihi Pratnoshikamidhyo Advareshu Sanat Sahotanavyascha Satsi Swanchagne Tanuvam Pipraya Swasmabhyancha Saubhagamaya Jaswa Gobhirjushtamayujo Nishiktandavendra Vishnu Anusancharema Nakasya Prishtamabhisamvasano Vaishnavil Lokaihamadayanta Om Katyayanaya Vidmahe Kanyakumari Dhimahi Tanno Durgih Prachodayat Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Next, we'll chant the Ishavasya Upanishad, one of the popular Upanishads. Upanishads, as you know, are known as the Vedanta. They proclaim the fundamental unity of the entire existence. So this is Ishavasya Upanishad. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Ishavasya Midagg Sarvayat Kincha Jagatyan Jagat Tena Tyaktena Bhunjitamagrudha Kasya Sviddhanam Kurvanneveha Karmani Jijivishe Chatagg Samaha Evan Tvahinanyate Tosti na karma lipyate nare Asurya mate loka andhena tamasavritaha Taggaste pretyabhigachanti eke cha atmahano janaha Ane jate gammanaso javi yo naina deva Apnuvan purvamarshate Taddhavato jnanatyeti tishtattasmin apomatarishva dadhati Tade jati tanne jati taddure tadvantike Tadantarasya sarvasya tadu sarvasyasya bahyataha Yastu sarvāni bhūtānyātmaņevānupashyati सर्वभूतेषु चात्मानं ततो न विजुगुप्सते यस्मिन् सर्वाणि भूतान्यात्मैव भूद्विजानतः तत्र को मोहः कः शोकः एकत्वमनुपश्यतः सपर्यगाच्छुक्रमकायमो वृणमश्नाविरग् शुद्धमपापविद्धम् कविर्मनीषी परिभूः स्वयंभूर्याथा तत्यतोऽर्था व्यदधाच्छाश्वतीभ्यः समाभ्यः अन्धन्तमः प्रविशन्ति ये विद्यामुपासते ततो भूय इव ते तमो यवो विद्यायाग्रताः अन्यदेवाहुर्विद्ययान्यदाहुरविद्यया इति शुश्रुमधीराणायेनस्तद्विचक्षिरे विद्याञ्च यस्तद्वेदो भयग्रसः अविद्यया मृत्युं तीर्त्वा विद्ययामृतमश्नुते अन्धन्तमः प्रविशन्ति ये सम्भूतिमुपासते ततो भूय इव ते तमो यवु सम्भूत्याग्रताः अन्यदेवाहुर्सम्भवादन्यदाहुरसम्भवात् इति शुश्रुमधीराणायेनस्तद्विचक्षिरे सम्भूतिं च विनाशं च यस्तद्वेदो भयग्रसः विनाशेन मृत्युं तीर्त्वा सम्भूत्यामृतमश्नुते हिरण्मयेन पात्रेण सत्यस्यापि हितं मुखम् तत्त्वं पूषन्नपावृणु सत्यधर्माय दृष्टये पूषन्नेकर्षेयमसूर्यप्राजापत्यव्योहरश्मीन् समोहते जोयत्ते रूपं कल्याणतमन्दत्ते पश्यामि योऽसावसौ पुरुषः सोऽहमस्मि वायुरनीलममृतमथेदं भस्मान्तग्शरीरम् ॐ क्रतो स्मर कृतज्ञ स्मर क्रतो स्मर कृतज्ञ स्मर अग्नेनय सुपथाराये अस्मान् विश्वानि देववयुनानि विद्वान् युयोध्यस्मज्जोहुराणमेनो भूयिष्ठान्ते नमभुक्तिं विधेम ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः. We conclude with the Sannyasa Suktam, which proclaims the glory of renunciation. ॐ न कर्मणा न प्रजया धनेन त्यागेनैके अमृतत्वमानशुः परेण नाकन्निहितं गुहायां विभ्राजते तद्यतयो विशन्ति वेदान्तविज्ञानसुनिश्चितार्थाः सन्न्यासयोगाद्यतयः शुद्धसत्त्वाः ते ब्रह्मलोके तु परान्तकाले परामृतात् परिमुच्यन्ति सर्वे दह्रं विपापं परमेश्मभूतं यत्पुण्डरीकं पुरमध्यसग्रस्थं तत्रापि दह्रं गगनं विशोकस्तस्मिन् यदन्तस्तदुपासितव्यम् यो वेदादौ स्वरः प्रोक्तो वेदान्ते च प्रतिष्ठितः तस्य प्रकृतिलीनस्य यः परः स महेश्वरः यदक्षरपदभ्रष्टं मात्राहीनं तु यद्भवेत् तत्सर्वं क्षम्यतां देवि नारायणि नमोऽस्तु ते अमृतेश्वरि नमोऽस्तु ते
विसर्गबिन्दुमात्राणि पदपादाक्षराणि च न्यूनानि चातिरिक्तानि क्षमस्व परमेश्वरी ॐ हंस हंसाय विद्महे परमहंसाय धीमहि तन्नः सद्गुरुरमृतेश्वरी प्रचोदयात् ॐ लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ
A very warm good morning to all who have gathered here. On behalf of Amrita Vishwavidyapeetham, Amritapuri campus, it gives us great pleasure to welcome you all to Swagatham 2026, the induction ceremony for the new batch of PG students of the School of Engineering and Computing, Schools of Arts, Humanities and Commerce, Biotechnology, and Social and Behavioral Sciences. Every meaningful journey begins with seeking divine blessings through the rites of prayers. To help us understand the deeper significance of prayer and the spiritual foundation of education at Amrita, we are privileged to invite Brahmachari Dr. Achyutamrita Chaitanya, Principal of the School of Spiritual and Cultural Studies with over 20 years of teaching experience. Brahmachari Dr. Achyutamrita Chaitanya has delivered spiritual talks in numerous temples across Kerala and at various centers of the Mada Amritanandamayi Mutt. A revered monk of the Mada Amritanandamayi Mutt, Swamiji is known for his profound understanding of Vedantic philosophy and his ability to relate timeless spiritual wisdom to contemporary life. We warmly welcome Brahmachari Dr. Achyutamrita Chaitanya.
ॐ नमस्ते गुरवे नित्यं सहजानन्दरूपिणे यस्य वागमृतं हन्ति विषं संसारसंज्ञकम्. I humbly bow down at Amma's lotus feet. My master and my mother, I seek her blessings to share some points with you. My pranams to all the faculty members, head of the institutions, head of the departments, and above all, the stars of the day, the students who have joined Amrita for their PG programs. And my salutations to the parents who have rightfully decided to send their wards to Amrita University. So I will spend maybe some 15 to 20 minutes sharing my knowledge with you about why all these types of rituals, functions, and prayers are necessary. So we are all blessed to be in the university or in an institution which is headed by the world-renowned Jagadguru, Mata Amritanandamayi Devi, who is an embodiment of the supreme knowledge, as Dr. Sethuraman Rao just mentioned when he was leading the chants, Vedic chants. So Amma has instructed us from the very beginning of this educational institutions, the chain of educational institutions, that the students should be imparted not only knowledge or education for living, but an education for life also. ജീവിക്കാനുള്ള വിദ്യാഭ്യാസം, ജീവിതത്തിനുള്ള വിദ്യാഭ്യാസം. This is what Amma instructs us. So you get the best education that is available in your respective fields. It can be, today the PG induction program is for all the PG programs. So there will be students from arts and humanities, physical sciences, then technology and engineering, then social sciences. So all students are here together, or are assembled here together. So you can rest assured that you will be given the best education in terms of syllabus, in terms of curricula, etc. But in addition to that, you will be initiated, if you are new, you have no prior experience, you will be initiated to a set of new values, a set of new customs, which will enrich your lives, undoubtedly. So we started with Havana, in which Agni is propitiated, is worshipped. And we will be lighting the lamp within a few minutes when the chief guest and the heads come. So these are all to inculcate some values in us. So these values alone will help us build a strong career, a successful life, and fulfillment in our lives. So this lighting the lamp will be there everywhere in our functions, in our activities, because as the Durga Suktam has rightly mentioned, Agni is the symbol of divinity, of symbol of knowledge. In Bhagavad Gita there is a saying, Jnana Agnihi. We know Agni or lamp is a representation of knowledge. So this will be there. So we are worshipping knowledge. We are not just seeking knowledge. We are worshipping knowledge. And as a symbol of knowledge, we worship Saraswati Devi. We worship Agni. Fire and Saraswati, Agni and Saraswati are considered as the symbols or representatives of knowledge in our tradition. So such things will be there in our campus activities, campus life. And another thing that I would like to bring your attention is the day-to-day customs, day-to-day practices that we follow. First of all, you might be seeing the mantra phrase, Om Namah Shivaya. This is the way we wish each other in our institutions. Not only in our institutions, in the whole Amrita organizations, we wish each other with Namah Shivaya. Because Amma, from the very beginning, maybe in the late 70s and in the early beginnings of 1980s, when devotees and followers started coming to Amma, Amma has insisted that we should wish each other with Om Namah Shivaya. So there is no any creed, caste, religion, nationality, language, etc. when we chant this Om Namah Shivaya. There are no distinctions, because Amma has said that we are worshipping Shiva within each of us. Shiva represents the self, the Atman, the divine. You might have, at least some of you might have heard the famous saying of Shankaracharya, Chidananda Rupaha Shivoham Shivoham. So Shiva is myself. The soul, the Atman in each of us is Shiva. There is a divine spark in each of us, and we are not recognizing it. We are not realizing it. That is why we all suffer in this world. But it is there. Potentially the Shiva is within us. And you know, the word Shiva means Mangalam, auspiciousness. So this auspicious principle which is within us, which is everywhere, which is the substratum, the foundation of the whole creation. It's all pervading. That is what we see in each of us. So when we meet for the first time a day, or when we start an address like this, we start with Namah Shivaya. Because first of all, we have to recognize that there is divinity in each and everyone. And recognizing it and bowing down at that divinity, in front of that divinity, is what is meant by Om Namah Shivaya. Then why this Om is there, that I will come to later. So this is the way we wish each other. Then the main thing that I would like to present today is the relevance of prayers. We, from different institutions we have come, so everywhere there will be a prayer session. In most of the institutions there will be a prayer session in the beginning, every day in the morning. So we also have a prayer which will be played on the speaker, which is fitted or placed at many places, many corners of the buildings. At 8:45 the prayers will be chanted through the speaker, and there are 5 prayers, but they are all short prayers, and it will take hardly 3 minutes or 3 minutes and 10 or 15 seconds to finish that 5 prayers. So the general features, and you know why prayers are necessary. I have taught a lesson when I was teaching in a college affiliated to Mahatma Gandhi University. I was teaching Hindi. So there is a lesson, Prarthana Ka Mahat, by the great saint Vinoba Bhave. There is a sentence in that lesson, Prarthana Prayatna ki prerana hai. Prayer is an inspiration to work, to act, to do. So prayers are not that just seeking for some favors. They contain a lot of things in them if they are good prayers. So our prayers, the 5 prayers that we chant every day, are packed with such motivations, such inspirations, such aspirations, which will, if we reflect on the meaning of those prayers, the meaning of the prayers or the prayers themselves will motivate us to work hard, to aspire for the highest. Such ideas are in the prayers. So we will come to each of them and we'll briefly discuss them. Most of these prayers, or 3 of these prayers, are from Upanishads, the Vedic literature. So as Dr. Seturaman Rao, who is the professor in the Department of WNA, he is a Vedic scholar also. So he has mentioned about the Upanishads. One whole Upanishad was chanted here in the beginning. In the session concluded with the Ishavasya Upanishad. So these Upanishads convey lofty ideals, man-making ideals. If we study them, we will become perfect, we will become complete, whole. And you will come to know about this in our sessions, which are part of your curricula. Glimpses of Glorious India. There will be one course for the first semester for all of you. So such courses will throw more light on such ideals which are presented to us by our sages, the rishis, through their lineage, Guru Shishya Parampara, handed over to us. So from these Upanishads, which carry such lofty ideals alone, we have taken majority of our prayers. And 2 prayers are very common prayers, but they also contain high ideals, not just begging for some trivial things. They are not like that. Now let me come to the prayers. The first prayer is this one, and it was chanted in the beginning of the Vedic chanting session. I will come to this prayer at the end after discussing the other 4 prayers, because this is the first one and this is the foremost one. This is more relevant to a academic institution. These are very relevant when we start any learning session, any class or something like that. So this prayer is like this. Om Sahana Vavatu, Sahanau Bhunaktu, Sahaviryam Karavavahai, Tejasvinavadhi Damastuma Vidvishavahai, Om Shantihi, Shantihi, Shantihi. I will come to it at the end. So this is from an Upanishad, and not only an Upanishad, it is common to all Vedic studies, not single Upanishad. For all studies of the traditional institutions, all sessions, this prayer is used. Then the next one is also from an Upanishad, from Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. So it is like this. You might have heard this prayer, very common. Om Asadoma Sadgamaya, Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya, Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya, Om Shantihi, Shantihi, Shantihi. So the first syllable is Om. You may think Om is used by only some religious people. No, it is not like that. Om here represents the divinity, just as I mentioned Shiva in the beginning. The same principle which sustains the whole creation, or the creator itself, is denoted by the syllable Om. And we are seeking the help or the blessings of that divine principle which is all pervading, which is within us, without us, which is the substratum of everything. We are seeking, or we are approaching that divine for blessing us. For what? Asato ma sadgamaya. Take me, lead me from asat to sat, from the unreal to the real, from the what do you say? From the virtual to the real. Asatoma sadgamaya. Next, tamasoma jyotirgamaya. From darkness to light. Tamas means darkness, Jyoti means light. As I mentioned, light represents knowledge, and everything that is worthy is mentioned as light. And darkness is everything that is unworthy, that is negative. This we know. So we are seeking the divine blessings and praying to the divine, oh God, take me from darkness to light. And then tamas, then mrityorma amritangamaya. Mrityu represents that which is transient, that which is, in our terminology we say nashwara, which has no long-standing existence. So nowadays we are seeking, the common people, the common society is after the transient, which will not stand for a long time, which are trivial. But we should be led from the transient, from the trivial, from the mrityu to the amritam, that which is eternal, that which is long-standing, that which is worthy. So think of the desire of the seeker. We pray for being taken from asat, from darkness, from death to sat, to reality, to the true, to the jyoti, light, and to immortality, amritam. So these types of ideas are there in our prayers. So this will give us a motivation every morning when we pray these prayers, we chant these prayers. Then there is Om Shantihi, Shantihi, Shantihi. That I will explain in the end. Then the next prayer is not from any Vedas or Upanishads. It is a common worldly literature. It comes from a worldly literature. But the ideals are not worldly. See, the prayer is for Om Sarvesham Swastir Bhavadu, Sarvesham Shantir Bhavadu, Sarvesham Purnam Bhavadu, Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavadu. Let there be Shanti for all. Swasti for all. Swasti means security. Swasti means let all be placed well in this world, in this life. Not for me alone. For everyone we are praying. For the abundance or for the welfare of everyone we are praying. Om Sarvesham Swastir Bhavatu. Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu. Let there be peace for all. Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu. Let there be fullness, wholeness, perfection, completeness for all. It is not that I alone become perfect. I alone become complete. I alone become whole. Lord, let everyone become perfect. This is the aspiration. This is the desire. Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu. Let there be Mangalam, auspiciousness for everyone. This is the prayer from the meaning of the prayer. Om Shantihi, Shantihi, Shantihi. Then the fourth one is a very famous prayer. Om Lokaha Samastaha Sukhino Bhavantu. It contains the same meaning as the previous one, but it is more important because Amma asks everyone to chant this prayer 9 times a day. Every one of Amma's followers chant this 9 times a day. And Amma in the ashram, which is nearby, makes everyone chant together this prayer 9 times. And you can go to the ashram. You may get opportunity to partake in those activities, meditation, which is led by Amma. And we are all blessed for having Amma very close to us. I congratulate all of you for having selected Amritapuri campus, especially because we have the presence of Amma very close to us. And as you know, Amma is the chancellor of our university. In ancient times, there were many universities in our country. Like they attracted people from all over the world. In history, in the historical era also, there were universities like Takshashila, Nalanda, Vikramashila, Kandalur etc., in which thousands of students used to come and stay. They were all, inmates of the university. From different parts of the world they came. And there were chancellors who were sages. And if you go beyond the historical era, the prehistorical era, we can see in our literature, universities run by Sandipani Maharshi, then Parashara, Vasishtha, Vishwamitra, such great rishis. They had universities and they were called the Kulapatis of the university. And if you seek the English translation, search the English translation, it is chancellor. And we have Amma, our chancellor, the Kulapati of this Amrita Gurukulam. And we can access Amma, we can get her blessings, her guidance. So you are all blessed in that sense also. So this is a prayer which the ashram residents or Amma's followers chant every day. So important. It is for the happiness of the whole world. Om Lokaha Samastaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Then the last one, Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. So this is a little philosophical one. This is a foundation of Vedanta philosophy, which Dr. Raman Rao mentioned. It is a culmination of knowledge, Vedanta. And what is the foundation of Vedanta, or the essence, or the main teaching? Purnamadaha Purnamidam. Adaha means that which creates the whole universe. That is Purnam, that is full, that is whole, perfect. Purnamidam. This also is perfect. The creation is also perfect. It is also complete. There is no any defect in the creation. It is in our eyes, in our vision, there is defect, so we see defect in the creation. Because the Creator itself has manifested as the creation. So the Purnada, or the perfection of the Creator, cannot be missing in the creation. He or she or it, we need not assign any gender to the Creator. That Creator has manifested itself as the creation. So it is Purna. And then Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. When the creation is manifested from the Creator, or when the Creator manifests as the creation, there is no any loss in the Creator. There is no any defect, nothing is missing when the creator becomes the creation. Means everything is Purnam. This is our goal. This we have to realize in our lives ultimately. Amma says, Amma's fundamental teaching is Srashtavum Srishtiyin Randalla Makkale. Creator and creation are not different. Creator is present in the whole creation. So we have to realize the creator, see the creator, find the creator in the creation. So for that, this mantra is a guideline. So this is a part of Ishavasya Upanishad. I have mentioned that these are all from Upanishad. So Seduraman Rao, when he chanted the Ishavasya Upanishad in the end, you might have heard this mantra in the beginning and the end of that Upanishad. So such lofty ideals are imparted to us through these prayers, and I will come to the first prayer and finish. So this prayer is best suited for an academic institution, best suited for each academic sessions. So I will go through it very quickly. Om Sahana Vavatu. Om means the divine. We are praying to the divine for what? Sahana Vavatu. Saha now Avatu. You protect both of us together. Both of us means, now means both of us. Both of us means the teacher and the student. So here this prayer is for a class, an academic session. In every academic session in the Rishikulas, Gurukulas of the ancient times, this was chanted in the beginning. So the teacher and the student come together and pray. Let the teacher and the students be protected together by the divine. Sahanau Bhunaktu. Bhunaktu means nourish. Let the teacher and the student. Saha means together, you know. Sahagaranam, Sahavartanam, Sahapravartanam. You all know that word. So this togetherness is stressed in these prayers, in these lines of this prayer. Sahanau Bhunaktu. Let the teacher and the student be nourished. Bhunaktu means nourished. Together. Nourishing is through food, air, water, etc. But the ultimate nourishment is through knowledge. So let the teacher and student get knowledge. Let them together acquire knowledge and be nourished. Then Tejasvi Navathitamastu. No, sorry. Saha Vidyam Karavavahai. So teaching and learning is not just for intellectual satisfaction or stuffing your brain with ideas. Then for what? What is its purpose? Vidyam. We should have karma vidyam. Vidyam karavavahai. Let me do heroic acts. So doing heroic acts is the outcome of education. Karma vidyam should manifest in us. And the teacher and student should together acquire karma vidyam. Saha vidyam karavavahai. The teacher and the student should, nowadays they come together and write papers, take up projects, present things in seminars, conferences. So this togetherness of the teacher and the student is stressed in this slide. And in Amrita you will get a lot of opportunities. The students with the teachers will accomplish great tasks in Amrita. So these guidelines are there in our scriptures, in our ancient tradition, in our ancient wisdom. Teacher and student should come together and do great works. Saha Vidyam Karavavahai. This is my prayer to the divine. Let me and the students, or let the student and the teacher do work together. Then Tejasvi Navathidamastu. Let our Adhidam be Tejasvi. Adhidam means the product of academic activity. Adhyapanam is from the teacher's side, Adhyanam is from the student's side, and the result of Adhyanam and Adhyapanam is Adhitam. The knowledge that comes out of that process. That Adhidam should be bright, Tejasvi. It should shed light to the whole world. And this Tejasvi Navadidamastu is the motto or the sentence that you will find in the Cochin University of Science and Technology's emblem. I'm from that university. So we were very much motivated by these lines. So you see in many of the Indian universities, you can find such lines in their emblems, mottos, etc. So let our knowledge become bright. Let it help others find their path. Let it shed light in the paths of others. It is not just for me, it is for the whole world. Tejasvinavadhidamastu ma vidvishavahai. And at last, but not the least, ma vidvishavahai. Let I and the teacher, or let me and the student, not hate each other. Ma vidvishavahai. There should not be any vidvesha between us. There should not be any rivalry, any enmity, any confrontation. The teaching and the teaching learning process will smoothly happen only if there is an alignment between the teacher and the student. They should jointly work hand in hand. There should not be any separateness, any distance, any misunderstanding, any rivalry or enmity or hatred. This is very important. Nowadays, there are student strikes and teachers are locked up in their rooms. Even principals, vice chancellors are locked up. So such things should not happen. If such things happen, the process will be hindered. The academic process will not find success, will not fulfill. So there should not be any vidvesha between the teacher and the student. Ma vidvishavahai. Om shantihi, shantihi, shantihi. There are 3 shantis. Why there are 3 shantis? There should be peace, peace, peace. So one peace is for the vignas, for the obstacles that arise from our surroundings, like accidents, strikes, or any violence. Such should not obstruct our academic sessions. There should be peace for those vignas, shanti for those vignas. Then second is from the surroundings, the nature. If there is any heavy downpour, torrential rain, cyclone, tremor, or even tsunami, if such things happen, we cannot conduct the classes and we cannot go through the process of education, the academic activities. So they should be pacified from our surroundings, nature. We have no control on them. So we pray for peace, for removing those obstacles. And then the last one is, there may be obstacles from within me, like diseases, like confusion in the mind, dullness, depression, such things which originate from myself. They should also not obstruct my learning process or my teaching process. So let there be peace in all the surroundings, everywhere. Let there be peace. Let there be no any obstacle to my academic processes. So this is the meaning of the first prayer, which is very relevant for our academic sessions. So I take this opportunity once again to congratulate all of you and welcome you to Amrita. You have now become the members of Amrita family, and I congratulate the parents for having sent their words. With this, I offer my words at Amma's lotus feet. Om Amriteshwarye Namaha.
Thank you, Swamiji, for your insightful words and heartfelt blessings. Before we proceed with the sessions, we would like to make an important announcement regarding document verification. Please note that the document verification session is scheduled for 1 p.m. Kindly ensure that you are present on time with all the required documents for the verification process. The venue for document verification is as follows. For the students of MTech in Power and Energy, it is room number, Yes, the venue for document verification is as follows. For the students of MTech in Power and Energy, it is room number N211A, which is situated in the main building adjacent to this venue. For students of MTech in Computer Science and Engineering and MTech in Artificial Intelligence, it is room number S206, which is again located in the main building adjacent to this venue. For students of MTech in VLSI Design, it is S210B. For students of MTech in Robotics and Automation, Thermal and Fluids Engineering, it is N009B. And for students of MTech in Geospatial Technology and Artificial Intelligence, Biomedical Engineering and Artificial Intelligence, Cyber Security Systems and Networks, and the students of MCOM, MA English, MCA, MSW, and MSc Cognitive Science, Learning and Technology, it will take place right here in this venue. And please be informed that the document verification for the School of Biotechnology PG students will be conducted over the coming week at the School of Biotechnology. Accordingly, after lunch, today's induction program will conclude for the School of Biotechnology students and their parents. Students and parents may kindly proceed to their respective hostels. Those who wish to interact with their respective class counselors may do so by visiting the department after 2 p.m. Thank you. We request everyone to be kindly seated as we will start the official ceremony in a few minutes.
Check. Hello, hello, check. Check. Namah Shivaya. Hello, hello, check. 1, 2, hello. Check. Check.
all of you join the Amrita family today. It is said that after all, every great journey starts with the first step. So you are ultimately Amrita's brand ambassadors. Let us walk this path together and reach the pinnacle of success in your careers as we go through into the future. A very warm welcome to all of you here at Amrita Vishwavidyapith.
We hope your time to be spent at Amrita will provide you the opportunity to understand the global challenges and will give you the opportunity for doing compassion-driven research to solve global challenges. Let your dream, your creativity unfold for solving the global challenges. Let us hope that your pathway of Amritian let you enjoy fully and flourish and prosper for building the peace for the world.
A place blessed by Amma's presence. My prayers that your time spent here in this campus nourish your heart and brain equally and make you a better person.
Engineers build the future. Here you will learn to innovate and build solutions with your skills and your conscience, with your head and your heart. Welcome aboard.
AI can impact the future. It's your curiosity, your knowledge, your imagination, your values that will determine how the impact is. So keep learning, keep imagining, use technology for meaningful change. The potential is truly limitless.
Dear students, always think that your ambitions have brought you here. Your sacrifice, discipline and continued efforts will take you far. I welcome you all to an institution that believes in you and your capabilities.
A very warm welcome to each and every one of you to the Amrita family. What you'll get here is an education inculcated with values, an education for life, combined with an education for living. So come and become whoever you want to be.
Universe rewards curiosity. Welcome to a place where your questions matters as much as your answers. I believe Amrita is one of the rarest university where students have direct access to the chancellor, where students have the freedom to ask any kind of questions.
Welcome to Amrita School of Arts, Humanities and Commerce. Let your voices, ideas and stories be heard in this vibrant campus, and may your creativity bloom here.
I think there are three critical factors. One is, why do you do what you do? This is the motivation behind things. The second is, what exactly are you going to do? And this comes from knowledge, it comes from information, it comes from an empathetic understanding of whatever you really want to do. And especially if you want to serve, you have to have that empathetic understanding of people. And the third is, how do you actually go about doing it? And this, the combination of these three is what Amrita offers you.
You have arrived at a place where learning and the spirit meet. Your time spent in this campus surely fruitful. I wish you that your time here will bring inner peace, strength, wisdom and ultimate success for all of you.
We have inherited the planet from our ancestors. But what we have done with this one? We have polluted the air, we have polluted the water, we have polluted the environment. But there is hope for it. Come, let us all join together and scientifically do something to bring it back to the equilibrium. We will fight together in a scientific manner in Amrita School for Sustainable Futures. We do research in these areas. Please come and join with us.
Welcome to the journey in pursuit of deeper knowledge. This is where we hope your curiosity turns into mastery. We are so glad you're here.
Amrita is a great place of learning. As everyone knows, it's also a great place where students achieve their career dreams. We at CAR takes the great responsibility to attract some of the topmost companies to our campuses and train our students so that they also are able to work for it and achieve their career dreams. Wish you all the best and do well in your years of education at Amrita.
My dear students, we welcome you to our family. That's our Girls Hostel family. Our mission is to develop good academic progress as well as values for your future life.
Welcome to Amritapuram Men's Hostel. This is your new home and we are your family members. Let us settle down comfortably and make wonderful memories together.
Welcome, students. You have a wonderful few years ahead of you. The faculty care, they teach well, and they will also spend time with you to help you find internships and jobs. Your work is to think of the information you're getting and try to put it inside. Once you do that, miracles will happen.
You should not consider exams as hurdles. Exams are, milestones in your educational journey. Be regular and be sincere in your studies and success will be yours. Take the entire responsibilities on your own shoulders and know that you are the creator of your own destiny.
Are you ready to go crazy?
Dinakkatin,
We would like to inform you that the registration desk has been closed for now. I kindly ask everyone to be seated. The official ceremony will begin in a few minutes. Om Amriteshwariya Nama. My humble pranams at the lotus feet of Amma. As we begin the formal inauguration of today's ceremony, we invite our esteemed dignitaries onto the dais. Swami Purnamritananda Puri, Dr. Bibin Nair, Dr. Balakrishnan Shankar, Dr. Krishnasri Achyutan, Dr. U. Krishna Kumar, and Dr. Prema Nedungadi. We kindly invite you to be seated on the dais.
Check. Hello.
Every beginning requires an affirmation to invoke the Divine Almighty. So today's ceremony begins with the traditional lighting of the lamp, symbolizing the triumph of knowledge over ignorance and wisdom over darkness. The lamp represents the eternal light that guides humanity towards truth and excellence. At Amrita, this light signifies the harmonious integration of scientific inquiry with spiritual wisdom. May I now request everyone to kindly rise for the ceremonial lighting of the lamp and remain standing for the prayer that follows. I invite Swami Purnamridananda to kindly light the lamp.
अमृतेश्वरे नमः ॐ 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 अमृतेश्वरे नमः Please rise for the prayer. ध्यायामो धवलावकुण्ठनवती तेजोमयीं नैष्ठिकीं स्निग्धापाङ्गविलोकिनीं भगवतीं मन्दस्मिता श्रीमुखीं वात्सल्यामृतवर्षिणीं सुमधुरं सङ्कीर्तनालापिनीं श्यामाङ्गीं मधुसिक्तसूक्तिम् अमृतानन्दात्मिकाम् ईश्वरीम् नमः ॐ अमृतेश्वर्ये नमः ॐ अमृतेश्वर्ये नमः
A very warm good morning to our respected dignitaries, faculty members, parents, and dear students. Once again, I welcome you all to Swagatham 2026. Before we proceed further, allow us to introduce the institution that each of you now proudly becomes a part of. Founded by our Chancellor, Sri Mada Amritanathamai Devi Amma, Amrita Vishwa Vidyapeetham is one of India's premier multidisciplinary universities, offering world-class education across diverse disciplines. Amrita is internationally recognized for excellence in education, research, innovation, and humanitarian service. At Amrita, education extends beyond classrooms and laboratories. It nurtures compassionate leaders, ethical professionals, and responsible global citizens inspired by Amma's vision of selfless service. To officially welcome all our students and parents, it is our privilege to invite Dr. Krishnasri Achyutan, Dean of PG Programs, Amritapuri Campus, a distinguished academician and researcher with over 150 publications and 34 patents to her credit. She has served as one of the key coordinators for the National Mission on Internet and Communication Technologies by Government of India for over a decade. As the CEO of Amrita Technology Business Incubator, she is renowned for her extensive contributions to the fields of technology, innovation, entrepreneurship, and social reforms. May I now invite Dr. Krishnasri Achyutan to deliver the welcome address.
Om Amriteshware Namaha. My pranams to Amma's lotus feet. It's such a privilege to be the first to welcome all of you. Let me start by welcoming Swami Purnamritananda Swamiji, the General Secretary of Mata Amritandamayi Mutt, Dr. Bipin Nair, Registrar of Amrita Vishwa Vidyapeetham, Deans of various schools, Dr. Prema Nadungadi, Dr. Balakrishnan Shankar, and Dr. Krishna Kumar, who are here on the dais. It's an absolute pleasure to welcome every one of you who have earned a master's position at Amrita, and all of your family members who are here today. I just wanted to share a few thoughts on what a unique institution all of you are entering into. First and foremost, this institution is led by the legend, world-renowned humanitarian, Sri Mata Amritandamayi Devi. Her life and her work has reminded us that education should serve a higher purpose than personal success alone. And this is what we call as the education for life philosophy. It's very central to everything we do here at Amrita. We do want every one of you to have excellent technical knowledge, strong professional skills, the confidence and ability to solve very complex problems. And believe me, you are entering into a very demanding era. But at the same time, the activities, the opportunities you will receive here at Amrita, we hope will also make you into very thoughtful individuals, responsible leaders, ethical decision makers, and very compassionate contributors to the society. The second unique feature of the institution is the fact that in a very young age, we are about 24 years of age now, we've already been ranked amongst the top 10 universities in the country for several years in a row, the top 40 institutions in the world from a sustainability impact perspective. It's absolutely not a small feat or accomplishment. It has come through significant hard work, the very innovative contributions and sincerity of our faculty, our students, our researchers, and staff at Amrita Vishwadhyapitham. So as you enter into the gateways of Amrita, we thrust upon all of you this responsibility to carry this flame of quality, integrity, and excellence that will result both in societal and technical impact as you journey across these few years at Amrita. With that, I'd like to encourage every one of you to use all the opportunities that Amrita is providing you officially, both inside and outside the classroom, to learn more deeply, to become very sincere questioners, to collaborate very widely, and to grow with purpose here. With that, again, a very, very warm welcome to all of you. And we hope you will come to every one of us here, the faculty, and seek out anything you need to really achieve this goal. Om Amriteshwari Namaha. Namah Shivaya.
On this joyous occasion, it is with great honor that we invite Swami Purnamritananda Puri to bless us with his presence today for the induction ceremony. Swamiji, we welcome you. Thank you very much, ma'am, for your inspiring words and your warm welcome. Now this day shall be blessed by the grace and warmth of Amma's words. We present to you the message addressed by our dear Amma.
മനസ്സിൻ്റെ ശക്തിക്ക് പരിമിതികളില്ല. ഈ സത്യം നമ്മുടെ ഋഷീശ്വരന്മാർ യുഗങ്ങൾക്ക് മുമ്പേ അറിഞ്ഞതും അനുഭവിച്ചതുമാണ്. ഇപ്പോൾ ആധുനിക സയൻസും അത് അംഗീകരിക്കുന്നു. ഈ പ്രപഞ്ചത്തിലെ അറിവുകൾ മുഴുവനും ഗ്രഹിക്കാനും സൂക്ഷിക്കാനും കഴിവുള്ള അത്യത്ഭുതകരമായ ഒരു കമ്പ്യൂട്ടറാണ് നമ്മുടെ മനസ്സ്. സാധാരണ കമ്പ്യൂട്ടർ ജഡമാണ്. അതിന് അതിൻ്റേതായ കഴിവുകളില്ല. നമ്മളതിൽ കൂട്ടിയിരിക്കുന്ന വിവരങ്ങളാണ് അത് നമുക്ക് നൽകുന്നത്. എന്നാൽ നമ്മുടെ ആന്തരിക ശക്തി അങ്ങനെയല്ല. അത് സ്വയം പ്രകാശിക്കുന്ന അറിവ് തന്നെയാണ്. അതുകൊണ്ട് മക്കൾ ശ്രമിക്കുക, ശ്രമിച്ചുകൊണ്ടേയിരിക്കുക. പരിമിതികളും പ്രതിബന്ധങ്ങളും ഉണ്ടാകും. തളരാതെ മുന്നോട്ട് പോവുക. ശലഭങ്ങളെ കണ്ടിട്ടില്ലേ? നിൽക്കാതെ മുന്നോട്ട് പറന്നുകൊണ്ടേയിരിക്കും. അതുകൊണ്ടാണ് അതിനെ തേനുകരാൻ കഴിയുന്നത്. അതുപോലെ കർമ്മരംഗത്ത് നമ്മൾ മുന്നോട്ട് ചലിച്ചുകൊണ്ടേയിരിക്കണം. അപ്പോൾ മാത്രമേ ജീവിതത്തിൻ്റെ മധു നുകരാനും മറ്റുള്ളവർക്ക് പകരാനും സാധിക്കും. മുന്നോട്ട് 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 എന്നതായിരിക്കണം നമ്മുടെ മന്ത്രം. വെറും ഒച്ചിൻ്റെ ഒരു കഥ നമ്മൾ ഓർക്കുകയാണ്. ഒരിക്കൽ കുറേ ഒച്ചകളോട് ഇഴഞ്ഞിഴഞ്ഞ് വടക്കോട്ട് പോവാണ്. അപ്പോൾ മുകളിൽ കൂടി കുറേ പക്ഷികൾ വടക്കുന്ന തെക്കോട്ട് പോവാണ്. അപ്പോൾ പക്ഷികൾ ഒച്ചിനോട് ചോദിച്ച്, നിങ്ങൾ എങ്ങോട്ട് പോവുകയാണെന്ന് ചോദിച്ചു. അപ്പോൾ ഒച്ചുകൾ പറഞ്ഞ്, ഞങ്ങൾ ഇന്ന കാടിൽ വടക്കൊരു കാടുണ്ട്, ആ കാട്ടിലേക്ക് പോവുകയാണ്. അപ്പോൾ പക്ഷികൾ പറഞ്ഞ്, ഞങ്ങൾ അവിടെ പോയിട്ട് യാതൊരു കാര്യമില്ല, ഞങ്ങൾ ആ കാട്ടിൽ നിന്നാണ് വരുന്നത്. അവിടെ വൃക്ഷങ്ങളെല്ലാം ഉണങ്ങി നിൽക്കുക, ഒരില പോലും ഇല്ലാതെ ഉണങ്ങി നിൽക്കുകയാണ്. അതുകൊണ്ട് നിങ്ങൾ തിരിഞ്ഞു പോകൂ എന്ന് പക്ഷികൾ ഒച്ചുകളോട് പറയുകയാണ്. അപ്പോൾ ഒച്ചുകൾ പക്ഷികളോട് പറയുകയാണ്, ഞങ്ങളവിടെ ഇഴഞ്ഞ് ചെല്ലുമ്പോഴത്തേക്കും ആ വൃക്ഷങ്ങൾ തളിരിടാൻ തുടങ്ങും. അതുപോലെ ആയിരിക്കണം നമ്മൾ. അതുപോലെ മുന്നിലൊന്നും കണ്ടില്ലെങ്കിൽ മുന്നോട്ട് പോകാൻ തന്നെ ഇരിക്കും. നമ്മൾ റിസർച്ചിൽ നമ്മളിപ്പോൾ ഒന്നും ചിലപ്പോൾ കിട്ടയില്ലായിരിക്കും, പല തടസ്സങ്ങളും ഉണ്ടാകും. തളരാതെ നമ്മൾ മുന്നോട്ട് പോകണം. പണ്ട് എത്രയോ പട്ടിണി മരണം ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു, ഇപ്പം ഒരു 80% അതിൽ വ്യത്യാസം വന്നു. അങ്ങനെ എത്രയോ കാര്യങ്ങൾ സയൻറ്റിസ്റ്റായ മക്കൾക്ക് ചെയ്യാൻ കഴിയും. ജീവിതത്തിൽ രണ്ട് തരത്തിലുള്ള സാഹചര്യങ്ങളുണ്ടാകും. ചിലത് പ്രയത്നിച്ച് നേടേണ്ട, ചിലത് സ്വീകരിക്കേണ്ടതാണ്. ഉദാഹരണം, ശരീരത്തിൽ നമ്മുടെ 5 അടി സെല്ലേ ഉള്ളൂ. എത്ര മരുന്ന് കഴിച്ചാലും, എത്ര ഭക്ഷണം കഴിച്ചാലും, എത്ര ആസനങ്ങൾ ചെയ്താലും, കാല് കീഴ്ക്കാൻ നോക്കിയിട്ട് കെട്ടിയിട്ടാലും നീളം വയ്ക്കാൻ പോകുന്നില്ല. അത് നമ്മൾ സ്വീകരിക്കുക തന്നെ വേണം. ചിലത് പ്രയത്നിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ട്, പരീക്ഷയ്ക്ക് തോറ്റു വിധിയൊന്നും കൊണ്ടിരിക്കുമോ, പിന്നെയും പ്രയത്നിക്കും. ഇന്നൊരു ജോലി കിട്ടിയില്ല, വിധിയൊന്നും കൊണ്ടിരിക്കും, പിന്നെയും നമ്മൾ ശ്രമിച്ചുകൊണ്ടിരിക്കും. അതുപോലെ ചിലത് പ്രയത്നിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ട്, ചിലത് സ്വീകരിക്കേണ്ടതുണ്ട്. മക്കൾ തളരരുത്. ചിലപ്പോൾ നമ്മൾ വിചാരിച്ചുള്ളതാണെങ്കിലും തളരാതെ ശ്രമിച്ചുകൊണ്ട് മക്കൾ ഇരിക്കുക, തളരാൻ പാടില്ല. അപ്പോൾ ഏതൊരു കോളേജിനെ എടുത്ത് നോക്കുമ്പം ഒരെത്ര ഫണ്ട് കൊണ്ടുവന്ന് എത്ര പേപ്പർ എഴുതി, ഇതൊക്കെ നോക്കിയിട്ടാണ് റാങ്കിങ് നിശ്ചയിക്കുന്നത്. ആ ഗ്രാമങ്ങളിലുള്ള ജനങ്ങളുടെ ദുഃഖങ്ങളും കഷ്ടപ്പാടുകളും ഈ കുഞ്ഞുങ്ങളെ അവരുടെ പഠിത്തത്തിൽ ഇതുകൂടി ചേർക്കണം. ആ ഗ്രാമത്തിൽ കൊണ്ടുപോയി അവരുടെ ജീവിതം ഇവർ കാണണം, കാണിച്ചു കൊടുക്കണം. അപ്പോഴങ്ങനെ കാണിച്ചു കൊടുക്കുമ്പം ഇവരെന്തെടുക്കുമ്പോഴും കഷ്ടപ്പെടുന്നവരെ ഓർക്കും. ഗ്രാമത്തിലുള്ളവരുടെ ത്യാഗമാണ് പട്ടണത്തിലുള്ളവരുടെ ജീവനെ നിലനിർത്തുന്നത്. പക്ഷെ അവരുടെ ആരോഗ്യത്തിനോ ഒന്നും നമ്മൾ അവരുടെ കാര്യത്തിൽ പലരും ശ്രദ്ധിക്കുന്നില്ല. അതുകൊണ്ട് കുഞ്ഞുങ്ങളവിടെ കൊണ്ടുപോകുന്നവരുടെ മനസ്സലിയും. നമ്മൾ ഗ്രാമത്തിൽ കുഞ്ഞുങ്ങളെ കൊണ്ടുപോയപ്പോൾ ഒരു 50% കുട്ടികളിലും ആ വ്യത്യാസം വന്നു. ആഡംബര ജീവിതത്തിൽ നിന്നും വേസ്റ്റുകളിൽ നിന്നും അവരെ ഓർത്ത് സഹായിക്കാനുള്ള മനോഭാവങ്ങൾ പലരും കാണാനിടയായി. അപ്പോൾ ആ കാരുണ്യത്തിൻ്റെ മനസ്സ് കൊണ്ടുവന്നാലേ ശരിയായുള്ള വിദ്യാഭ്യാസം വ്യക്തി മനസ്സിന് വ്യാപ്ത മനസ്സിലേക്ക് പോകണം. നമ്മളിപ്പോൾ പക്ഷിയെപ്പോലെ പറക്കാനും മത്സ്യത്തെപ്പോലെ നീന്താനും പഠിച്ച് മനുഷ്യരെപ്പോലെ നടക്കാനും ജീവിക്കാനും മറന്നു പോവുകയാണ്. അപ്പം അതുകൊണ്ട് ശരിയായ ഒരു നല്ല മനുഷ്യനാകാൻ ഈ ഒരു ഭാവം കൂടെ കോളേജുകളിൽ കൊണ്ടുവന്ന് പഠന വിഷയമാക്കിയാലും നന്നായിരിക്കുമെന്ന് എനിക്ക് തോന്നുന്നു. നമ്മുടെ സനാതനധർമ്മത്തിൽ സെട്ടി സെറ്റാവൻ രണ്ടല്ലെന്ന് പറയാമല്ലോ. സമുദ്രത്തിലും വെള്ളമുണ്ട്, തിരയിലും വെള്ളമുണ്ട്. സ്വർണത്തിലും കമ്മലും മാലയുണ്ട്, കമ്മലും മാലിലും സ്വർണ്ണമുണ്ട്. രണ്ടിലും അടിസ്ഥാനം സ്വർണ്ണമാണ്. അപ്പോൾ സൃഷ്ടിയെ സൃഷ്ടാവായി കണ്ട് സേവിക്കുക, സ്നേഹിക്കുക, അതാണ് സനാതനധർമ്മം നമ്മളോട് പറഞ്ഞിരിക്കുന്നത്. ഒരു പ്ലെയിൻ്റെ എൻജിൻ കേടായാലും പറക്കുകയില്ല, സ്ക്രൂവിലും പറക്കാൻ സാധിക്കില്ല. ഒന്നും നിസ്സാരമല്ല നമുക്ക്. ഇത് പറയുമ്പോൾ ഓർക്കുന്നൊരു സംഭവം, ഒരു നാൽക്കാല കവലയിൽ ഒരു വിഗ്രഹം ഇരുന്നു. ആ വിഗ്രഹം ഇങ്ങനെ 2 കൈയും പൊക്കിയിട്ട് കൈ പൊക്കി പിടിച്ചിരിക്കുന്ന വിഗ്രഹമാണ്. കഴുത്തിലൊരു തകിടിൽ 2 കൈയും പൊക്കിയിട്ട് എൻ്റെ കൈകളിലേക്ക് വരുമെന്നാണ് അതിനകത്ത് എഴുതിയിരുന്നത്. അപ്പോൾ കുറച്ച് നാൾ കഴിഞ്ഞപ്പോൾ ഏതോ കാരണം കൊണ്ട് കൈ നഷ്ടപ്പെട്ടു. അപ്പോൾ ചുറ്റുമുള്ള ഗ്രാമവാസികൾ പറഞ്ഞു, ഈ വിഗ്രഹം കൈകൊട്ട് ഇല്ലതാനും കൈകളിലേക്ക് വരുമെന്ന് എഴുതിയിരിക്കുന്നു, അതുകൊണ്ട് ഈ വിഗ്രഹം മാറ്റി വയ്ക്കാം. ഒരു ഗ്രൂപ്പ് പറഞ്ഞു. ഒരു ഗ്രൂപ്പ് പറഞ്ഞതിൽ അത് ഇങ്ങനെ കൈകൾ ഫിറ്റ് ചെയ്ത് പിടിപ്പിച്ചാൽ മതി, മാറ്റേണ്ട ആവശ്യമില്ല. വേറെ പ്രായം ചെന്നൊരു അച്ഛൻ പറഞ്ഞു, കൈകൾ വയ്ക്കുകയും ചെയ്യേണ്ട, മാറ്റുകയും വേണ്ട. അപ്പോൾ പിന്നെ കൈകളില്ല, പിന്നെ എഴുതിയിരിക്കുന്ന തകിടിൽ ഇതിൻ്റെ എൻ്റെ കൈകളിലേക്ക് വരുമെന്ന്. അപ്പോൾ ആ പ്രായം അച്ഛൻ പറഞ്ഞു, ആ തരകത്തിൻ്റെ അടിയിൽ എഴുതിയിരിക്കുക, എൻ്റെ കൈ നിങ്ങളിലൂടെ. അപ്പോൾ ഈശ്വരൻ്റെ കൈ നമ്മളിലൂടെയാണ്, നമ്മുടെ കണ്ണിലൂടെയാണ്, നമ്മുടെ ചെവിയിലൂടെയാണ്. സാധാരണക്കാരനൊരു പോസ്റ്റാണ് തപസ്ക്ക് ട്രാൻസ്ഫർ. അത്രയും ശക്തി ധ്യാനം കൊണ്ടും മനോഭാവം കൊണ്ടും ഉദ്ധരിക്കാൻ സാധിക്കും. അതുകൊണ്ട് ജനങ്ങൾക്ക് കൊടുക്കുമ്പോഴാണ് അത് പാല് തിളച്ച് തുളുമ്പുന്ന പോലെ നമ്മളെ വ്യക്തിമനസ്സ് വ്യാപ്ത മനസ്സിലേക്ക് കൊണ്ടുപോകും. കാരുണ്യം സമൂഹത്തിനും ജനങ്ങൾക്കും, പ്രത്യേകിച്ച് നമ്മുടെ ഗ്രാമങ്ങൾക്കും നന്മയും വികാസവും ഉണ്ടാക്കുന്ന മക്കളുടെ എല്ലാ പ്രവർത്തനങ്ങൾക്കും ഒപ്പം അമ്മയുണ്ട്. അറിവിൻ്റെ പുതിയ മേഖല കണ്ടെത്താനും ലോകത്തിന് ഉപകാരപ്രദമായ സംഭാവന നൽകാൻ മക്കൾക്ക് കർമ്മവീര്യവും ആത്മശക്തിയും തെളിഞ്ഞ ബുദ്ധിയും ഉണ്ടാകാൻ മക്കളെ പരമാത്മാവ് തന്നെ സമർപ്പിക്കുന്നു.
The day has now been blessed by the gracious words of Amma. The time has come to honorably invite Swami Purnamridananda Puri, a senior renunciate disciple of our beloved Amma. Swamiji is the General Secretary of the Mada Amritanandamai Mutt. Having dedicated his life to the noble cause of social welfare, for the past 45 years, he has been relentlessly engaged in the noble humanitarian activities that has taken him around the world. Through his spiritually uplifting discourses, soothing flute renditions, soul-stirring bhajan recitals, and his nurturing presence, Swamiji reaches out to people of all ages, genders, and races, guiding them to remain ever focused on the transformative journey of life. It is with great reverence and humility that I kindly invite Swami Purnamridananda Puri to deliver the benedictory address.
സ്നേഹാലോകസുമോഹനവദനാം കരുണാത്രാനത നയനാം രമ്യാം ശ്രുതജനപാലന വ്യഗ്രാം സൗമ്യാം അമൃതാനന്ദമയീം പ്രണമാമി. Om Amriteshwariye Namaha. My humble pranams to all Amma's darling children. Here only Amma's darling children are here. That's what Amma says. When people ask Amma, what is the secret behind the success of Amma's institutions? Then Amma says, all her institutions are ashrams, and no workers in Amma's institutions, only her children. So Amma never accept the credit of the progress of the institution. Amma says, everything happens because of the dedication of my children. No workers, only children are working in Amma's institutions. They are not working without expectations. That is taught with a total surrender. So Amma says this entire world should become like one family. At present, people are getting divided in the name of caste, religion, languages, politics, nations. Amma tries to dissolve all these feelings of divisions with her divine love. I remember one of the most important slogas of Ramayana. Ramam Dasharatham Vidhi Mam Vidhi Janagatmaja Ayodhyam Adavim Vidhi Gachatata Yatha Sukham. When Lord Sri Rama was about to go to the forest, then his younger brother Lakshmana also wanted to follow him. He goes to his mother Sumitra for her blessings and permission. Then that mother gave a beautiful advice which all mothers in this world should remember to give to their children. That is, Ramam Dasharatham Vidhi Mam Vidhi Janagatmaja Ayodhyam adavim viddhi gachatata yatha sukham. Meaning of this sloga is very simple. Darling son, consider Rama as your father Dasharatha. Consider Sita as your mother Sumitra. Consider that dense forest as your country Ayodhya. Darling son, go and come back peacefully. Actually, Sanskrit language is very rich with meaning. You can interpret these slogas in so many different ways. One of the interpretations is, consider Sri Rama as your father Dasharatha means, consider all elder men as your father and respect them. Consider Sita as your mother Sumitra means, consider all ladies as your mother, or try to respect all ladies seeing your mother in them irrespective of their age. Consider that dense forest as your country Ayodhya means, consider all countries in this world as an extension of your country. For that, first love your country, love the culture of your country, then spread that message of love around the world. A mother reveals the secret to enjoy everlasting bliss. Actually, all of us are searching for happiness, everlasting happiness. Feedback little more. Namaskar. All of us are searching for everlasting bliss. Actually, we are searching for happiness, but whole life people cry. When we came to this world, all of us came with a cry. Is it true? Yes, I cried. All of us cried when we came to this world. Why? We had to face the first problem in our life. That is, what's that first problem? Breathing problem. While we were in the womb of the mother, oxygen supply was directly connected. No effort was needed. First time in our life, we had to put some effort, but we did not know how to use our lungs. We cried. Then lungs started expanding. Finally, we learned how to breathe. Then we thought, no more problems in life. All problems are fulfilled. Now, life will be very comfortable like this. But after some time again, we cried. Second problem, hunger. We cried. Mother came and gave us milk. When the stomach became full, we felt very comfortable. No more problem in life. Now, if there is any problem, you know how to solve it. Just cry. Then we cried for dolls. Cried when we were sent to the kindergarten school. Cried in the exam hall. Some cried for boyfriends. Some others cried for girlfriends. Some cried because of boyfriends. Some cried because of girlfriends. Some cried for not getting a job. Some others cried after getting the job. Some cried for not getting married. Others cried a lot after marriage. Some cried for not having children. And others cried because of their children. Finally, life ends up with the biggest cry in front of death. We wanted to enjoy life. Where is the time to enjoy? We are all always engaged. Not time to enjoy the bliss of relaxation. Amma says, it is possible to enjoy the bliss of relaxation while performing action. You can see while Amma gives darshan, you can see she can sit for several hours, 16 hours, 18 hours without any break, enjoying every moment of life because her actions are coming out of love. Amma says that's the only difference between materialism and spirituality. When your actions comes out of love, it becomes a worship to God. When your actions are coming out of selfishness, it becomes worldly. There is nothing worldly in this world. Everything can be spiritual if you can perform every actions of the body, mind, and intellect with love. Then there will be perfection. So people complain they are not getting love, enough love, not happiness, not getting happiness. I remember during Amma's world tour while she was in California, one young man came to Amma. He asked Amma, Amma, I knew you from the very beginning of my life, and now I have completed my studies, got a very good job. For taking any important decision, I used to ask your advice for my decisions. Should I get married? Then Amma said, son, if you don't want happiness, get married. I was the translator. Amma പറഞ്ഞത് മോന് സന്തോഷം വേണ്ട എന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ കല്യാണം കഴിച്ചു. ഞാൻ ട്രാൻസ്ലേറ്റ് ചെയ്തു. അപ്പോൾ അയാൾ എൻ്റെ മുഖത്തേക്ക് നോക്കി. He looked at my face. Then Amma explained, സന്തോഷം കൊടുക്കാനാണ് കഴിച്ചോ, കിട്ടുമെന്നുള്ള പ്രതീക്ഷയിലാണ് വേണ്ട. കിട്ടുമെന്ന് പ്രതീക്ഷിച്ചവർക്ക് ആർക്കും ഇന്നേ വരെ കിട്ടിയിട്ടില്ല. അല്ലെ കല്യാണം കഴിച്ചവരോട് ചോദിച്ചോ. കൊടുത്തവർക്ക് ആർക്കും കിട്ടാതിരുന്നിട്ടുമില്ല. Amma said, if you want to give happiness, get married. If you expect happiness, you may get disappointed. So, if you want to give happiness, get married. But if you give happiness, certainly you will get it back. That is the rule of this nature. Become a giver of happiness, then you become a spiritual person. When you expect happiness, it becomes worldly. So whatever actions comes out of love, without expectation, is a worship to God. Whatever actions comes out of selfishness, become worldly. To enjoy life, to enjoy your life, enjoy the bliss of your life, throughout your life, the secret is revealed by Amma. Amma says, become a giver of happiness. Happiness will follow you throughout your life. You need not have to search for happiness. And Amma demonstrates it through her life. Without formal education, she was born in the middle of poor people, brought up in the middle of difficulties. Without the help of the family members or relatives, she could become the guru, master of millions of people, and she started guiding them. She transformed the lives of millions of people around the world. Amma studied only up to 4th standard, but she already got 3 doctorate degrees. First doctorate degree was awarded by the State University of New York. During the ceremony, I was present. Scholars from all over the world were present. After the ceremony, some of them came for Amma's darshan. Then they asked Amma so many difficult scientific questions. I was sitting near Amma, and Amma gave beautiful answers for their questions. Then they wondered, they asked Amma, Amma, how is it possible for you to answer all these difficult questions without thinking? Then Amma said, Amma പറഞ്ഞു, അത് പറ്റും, കാരണം എനിക്കൊന്നും അറിയില്ല. ഒന്നും അറിയില്ല എന്ന ഭാവം വന്നാൽ എല്ലാം അറിയാൻ സാധിക്കും. Amma said, it is possible because I don't know anything. Then Amma made a beautiful statement. If you can become empty, you can enjoy the beauty of fullness. Real learning happens there. Actually, the teachers fill your mind with the informations and masters delete all the unwanted informations. At present, the hard disk of our mind is filled with unwanted information and no space, not enough space. But the Guru delete all the unwanted informations, fill your mind with infinite divine power. Anything is possible in this lifetime. Amma says, never become a slave to your fate. You have the strength to transcend it. Fate means product of our present action. Product of our present actions. Actions are product of our thoughts. If you know how to change the qualities of your present thoughts, you can change your future. That's the beauty of human life. So transcend the fate. You can change your fate if you know how to change your quality of your thoughts, have positive imagination. Anything is possible. But in our life, we are all after achievements, but never get a chance to enjoy life. I remember the story of Alexander. He wanted to conquer the world. His army, he was moving with his army towards India from Greece. On the way, he happened to see a Greek philosopher. He was lying near a riverside, half the body inside the river, half the body on the shore, looking at the sky. He was actually having a sunbath, enjoying the beauty of the blue sky, enjoying the cooling breeze, flow of water. Actually, he was meditating. That time he heard a noise. Alexander coming with his army. Alexander knew him very well. So he came near this philosopher. The philosopher asked, "Hey Alexander, where are you going?" He said, "I am going to conquer this world." "Oh, are you going to conquer this world?" "Yes." "What are you going to do after that?" He couldn't give an immediate answer. He thought for a while. Then he said, "After conquering this world, I want to relax." Then that philosopher said, "Alexander, just lie down near this riverside. I am enjoying the bliss of relaxation without conquering this world. You can relax here itself, enjoying the beauty of this nature. Without conquering this world, you can enjoy the bliss of relaxation." Then he said, "No, I want to conquer this world. That intense desire is destroying my peace. After conquering this world, I will come back." Then this philosopher said, the same advice Amma used to give us during the early days. അമ്മ പറയാറുണ്ടായിരുന്നു, "മക്കളെ, എന്തെങ്കിലും നല്ല കാര്യം ചെയ്യണമെന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ ഇതാണ് അതിനുള്ള സമയം. നാളെ എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് ഉണ്ടാവണമെന്ന് നിർബന്ധമില്ല." Same advice was given by the philosopher. If you want to do something good, this is the time for that. Never postpone anything in your life. If you want to enjoy, this is the time for that. Tomorrow can be an illusion. നാളെ എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് സത്യമാകണമെന്നില്ല. But Alexander could not accept that advice. He entered India. In the battle, 2/3 of his army got killed. After a few weeks, this philosopher saw another procession with the dead body of Alexander. Then he said, now he must be enjoying the bliss of relaxation. Too late. This is life. It is impossible to conquer this world through weapons. It is impossible to conquer this world through achievements. But it is possible to conquer this world through love. What is the proof? Amma is the proof. She conquers this world with her divine love. Amma says, perform your actions with love. Perform your actions with perfection. That is also worship to God, nothing to worry about life. Before meeting Amma, I had a strong feeling that technology is enough to solve human problems. After my studies, when I joined Raman Research Institute, Bangalore, one of the super scientists, a Christian lady, she was my boss. She gave me a beautiful advice. She told me, you are going to do research on solar radiation, so please chant Gayatri Mantra a few times before you start your research work. It is impossible to become successful in your life without intuition. Very true. You know Gayatri Mantra. Om Bhurbhuvaswaha Tat Saviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhyo Yo Na Prachodayat. When the Rishi saw the rising sun, he did not think it as a fireball. Instead, he felt divinity radiating from that sun. He prayed, "O sun god, you transmit light and energy to these entire beings in this world and other world. Please illumine my intellect also." It was not a religious prayer. It's a prayer to the nature for intuitive knowledge. Intuitive knowledge is very important. You ask any questions to Amma, answer is ready. She is telling through intuition. Her wisdom is not from books, through intuition. One wrong decision is enough to destroy all your happiness in life. One wrong decision is enough to destroy all your achievements in life. Decision making is so important. For that, a certain amount of purity should be there. Your body should be pure, mind should be pure. Modern education cannot give you this purity along with your knowledge. But Amrita can give you. Amrita proves it is possible. So many scholars working around the world proved it. That's why Amrita has got this kind of name. Amma says, children, in this journey of life, your legs are alone is not enough. Use your wings to move little above your body, mind, and intellect. Spread your wings in the sky, wings of intuition. Leave the boundaries behind. Enjoy the bliss of eternal freedom. അമ്മ പറയുന്നു, മക്കളെ, ഈ ജീവിതയാത്രയിൽ നിങ്ങളുടെ കാലുകൾ മാത്രം മതിയാവില്ല, ചിറകുകൾ കൂടി വിരിയണം. അനുഭൂതിയുടെ അഗ്നി ചിറകുകൾ വിടർത്തി അനശ്വരതയിലേക്ക് പറന്നുയരുക. അവസാനിക്കാത്ത ആനന്ദത്തിൻ്റെ ഉടമകളാകുക. അതിന് എല്ലാവർക്കും അമ്മയുടെ അനുഗ്രഹം ഉണ്ടാകട്ടെ എന്ന് പ്രാർത്ഥിച്ചുകൊണ്ട് എൻ്റെ വാക്കുകൾ അമ്മയുടെ പാദങ്ങളിൽ സമർപ്പിക്കുന്നു. നമസ്കാരം.
We are immensely grateful to Swamiji for the inspiring message and the invaluable words of wisdom. Now, to formally address our gathering, I invite Dr. Bibin Nair, Registrar of Amrita Vishwavidyapeetham and Dean of Life Sciences, a distinguished academician and researcher. Dr. Bibin Nair has been instrumental in building the School of Biotechnology into one of India's leading centers for education and research. His visionary leadership continues to strengthen Amrita's commitment to innovation, interdisciplinary research, and academic excellence. May I now invite Dr. Bibin Nair to deliver the speech.
Om Amriteshwari Namaha. Respected Swamiji, Swami Purnamritanandapuri, my senior colleagues, Dr. Krishna Sriachitan, Dr. Balakrishnan Shankar, Professor Krishna Kumar, Dr. Prema Nirugadi, members of the faculty, incoming batch of new students, parents, invited guests, well-wishers, friends. Welcome to Amrita Vishwavidyapeetham. Welcome to Swagatham 2026. What a wonderful sight this is. 400 or so of the brightest minds from all across India. And I was told that list includes Andaman and Nicobar Islands, Andhra Pradesh, Bihar, Gujarat, Jharkhand, Karnataka, Maharashtra, Odisha, Pondicherry, Punjab, Rajasthan, Tamil Nadu, Telangana, UP, West Bengal. Almost all of India. Everyone bright and happy, all of you, all ready to be a part of the Amrita family and set out in pursuit of the career of your choice. An MTech in thermal and fluids engineering, robotics, automation, VLSI design, power and energy, computer science and engineering, artificial intelligence, geospatial technology, biomedical engineering, cybersecurity, MSc, cognitive science, learning and technology, biotechnology, microbiology, bioinformatics, social work, MCOM, MA English, MCA. All of this, all encompassed in this university. So all of you are ready to be a part of this dynamic university. A university, as you all know, that was founded by Amma, Mata Amritandamayi Devi, who is also the chancellor of this university. So over the past 22, 23 years, the university has witnessed extraordinary growth. From a promising institution with ambitious dreams, Amrita today has evolved into a globally recognized, multidisciplinary university, known for excellence in education, known for excellence in research, known for its innovative tendencies, known for prominence in healthcare, sustainability, and societal impact. Today, our campuses, 10 of them across the country, are home to thousands of students and scholars, more than 35,000 students from all across India and around the world. Our researchers contribute to cutting-edge discoveries. Our faculty collaborate internationally, and our students continue to bring laurels in academics, in innovation, in entrepreneurship, and in community service. So that is the recognition, that is the reputation, that is the glory of the university, that Amrita University, that all of you are being inducted into today. But yet, while we take pride in these achievements, we recognize that the future presents opportunities unlike any before. We, as a community, are entering into an era where supposedly artificial intelligence, intelligent automation, quantum technologies, biotechnology, climate innovation, cybersecurity, digital health, and interdisciplinary research are reshaping every profession and every industry. So universities today can no longer be merely centers of learning. Universities today must become ecosystems of innovation, lifelong learning, entrepreneurship, and most importantly, societal transformation. So all of you are ready to be a part of and to contribute to this university, Amrita University, that is today poised to contribute to the national and global development as a powerful knowledge economy that India is now slated to become. So welcome, everyone. And as we say, well begun is half done. You, as a group, have taken that first step to the start of an illustrious career here at Amrita. You have taken that important decision to join Amrita to pursue your career goals. I know you have a lot of other choices, but after careful thought, you decided that Amrita was the right place to be. And that decision was your choice. That decision was the right choice. That decision was the best choice. And so, I'm confident that this would be the beginning of that journey, the beginning of that journey to fulfill these objectives, to fully achieve those goals and bring all your dreams to fruition as you build your respective careers. As for all the parents and relatives who are here today, I know that all of you here would be filled with mixed emotions, a little or very happy that your ward is joining the Amrita family today, but a little sad that they would be away from you for the next few years. All I can say is that you should rest assured that they, as Swamiji said, are going to be in a wonderful environment, a splendid ecosystem, the best place to develop into wonderful torchbearers of the bright future that each one of you is working on in the years to come as your wards go through their academic pursuits here. So once again, a very warm welcome to Amrita University. I'm glad that you have joined the Amrita family today. Om Namah Shivaya.
Thank you, sir, for your thoughtful words and well wishes. Now, to introduce our students to the world of Amrita and to help our students understand the academic ecosystem and opportunities that await them at Amrita, we now invite Dr. Balakrishnan Shankar, Dean of the School of Engineering at the Amritapuri campus. He is also the chairperson of the Mechanical Engineering Department at Amritapuri and director of the Center for Flexible Electronics and Advanced Materials, and has been associated with Amrita Vishwa Vidyapeetham since 2006. His extensive experience in both academia and industry is evident from his roles as a professor and administrator, where he has played a pivotal role in setting up new laboratories and projects, collaborating with industry partners and academic institutions. Dr. Balakrishnan Shankar stands as a prominent figure in the global material science community. We invite you, sir.
Om Amriteshwari Nama. Respected Purnam Swami and all my distinguished colleagues on the dais, faculty members, and dear students and family here. I've been asked to give you a few highlights of Amrita. And as Aishwarya said about the Amrita ecosystem. By Amrita ecosystem, I will not be talking to you about rules and regulation, things like that. I just have to share one main thing with you when I say the Amrita ecosystem. I am merely adding on to what Dr. Krishna, Dr. Bipin, etc. have already said. As you know, you've all already done your homework. You must have looked at Google or maybe ChatGPT or Claude and looked at the national rankings. You would have done your homework before coming to Amrita, before choosing Amrita as your university of choice for your masters. You've done absolutely well in doing that. And you would have come across rankings, you would have come across statistics, you would have come across a number of publications, the fact that so many of our faculty on the world 2% scientists that our NIRF ranking has always been in the top 10 in the country, that we are accredited by NAC with an A, youngest university to be accredited by NAC with an A grade and re-accredited with an A++, etc., etc., etc. These facts are known to everybody, but some facts are not known, and that is what I am here to tell you. When you say that we have always been in the top 10 in the country in NIRF rankings, we are 37th in the world when it comes to sustainability. In the young universities, in the millennial rankings, in the Times Higher Education, conducted by New York across universities across the world, we are 37 in the world. And the top university, if you take in terms of research, is IISc. IISc is primarily a postgraduate institute. We are heavily an undergrad institute with thousands of undergraduate students. There's one statistic that these slides and these facts don't tell you. The statistic that it doesn't tell you is the time that it has taken for us to reach here. Our speakers before have briefly mentioned it, but I want to underline that and underscore that so that you understand what I'm talking about. IISc has been around for more than 100 years. IITs have been around 50, 60, 70 years. We've been around 20 years, 23 years, and that's the difference. So in a brief period of 20, 23 years, we've done what usually would have taken 100 years or 60, 70 years. What does that mean? It means that you have not only joined India's top private university, yes, you should applaud, and you should applaud one more time. And actually your applause is not to me, it is not to Amrita, your applause is to yourself. Because you're applauding yourself for having joined one of India's finest universities. So, not only have you joined India's top private university, you have joined India's fastest growing university. And in fact, you have joined one of the world's fastest growing universities. Why is it that we are growing so fast? Every academician, every professor, every expert from industry has asked me this question. We have more than 300 international MOUs. Many of you will get opportunities, all of you actually, we have this opportunity to go collaborate with international faculty, go abroad, etc., etc., etc. So we have more than 300 plus international MOUs signed with universities across. Every professor I have met from these universities have also asked me this question. How come Amrita is growing so fast? What is the secret behind your legendary ramp rate? How is this possible? I don't have a single answer to that question. My answer is, of course, Amma's legendary leadership that has translated into what we do. But to put in perspective, I think it is because we have a very clear mission. Swami Vivekananda used to say that if a person with an ideal makes 1,000 mistakes, a person without an ideal will make 10,000. That's basically if I know where I am going, even if I stumble and fall, I can pick myself up and continue to walk in the same direction. But if I don't know where I am going, I will meander around hopelessly and not get anywhere. Amrita knows where it's going. We have a very, very specific mission, specific vision towards which all of us are striving. What is Amrita's vision? You should know that because you're part of that now. What is Amrita's mission? Why was Amrita created? Why should a spiritual Mahatma create a university? Why should the ashram create a university? I am telling you exactly what Amma told me. Very simple reason. Amrita was created because, listen carefully, we want to solve the world's problems. You say, what? I repeat, we want to solve the world's problems. We want to find cost-effective solutions for the common man's problems. How is it going to be possible? It's such a big deal. Yes, it's a very big deal. Will you succeed? Probably not. But you're going to try anyway? Yes. That's exactly what we do. That is why you will find that 99% of the research that we do at Amrita is focused towards some societal problem. So in any area that you choose, we have multiple master's programs in front of me, whether it is in cybersecurity or whether it is in algorithms to connect farmers to markets or advanced materials for advanced robotics to help elderly, or whether it is in biological sciences, the insulin pump, anti-cobra venom, the list goes on and on and on and on. Genetic engineering, cancer research, pediatric oncology, wafers to embed in the brain to release chemicals to cure brain tumors, renewable vehicles, renewable energy, electric vehicles, solar energy, solar cells, water purification, the flexible electronics, sensors development, the list goes on and on and on. Financial solutions, analysis of markets, the list goes on and on. All that we do is for the benefit of humanity. So I will tell you one story which will encapsulate the entire Amrita vision, and then I will be finished. I will be done in 2 minutes, and I hope that story will translate to you what exactly I mean when we talk about Amrita's vision. When our center for the first funding that Amrita got was from the European Commission, WINSOC, in 2006 to set up a center for wireless networks. So at that time, the director of the center and our vice chancellor, they went running to Amma and they said, we got this funding from the European Commission. This was the first funding that Amrita was getting from any international agency. You must all be aware, obviously, that universities rely heavily on funding. Without funding, it's very difficult to do research. So it's the first funding that Amrita was getting, and they ran to Amma and they said very happily that we got our funding. Our first international funding, European Commission has funded us to start a center for wireless networks. Amma said, okay, that's good, but what will your center do? Oh, they said, we will do research on wireless networks. Our students will do research on wireless networks. We will work on wireless protocols. We will publish papers. We will get publications, probably awards, and the students will get patents and papers, and the students will get their MTech degrees. Amma said, if that is the case, please return the money. And these people were stunned. This is the first funding that Amrita is getting, and Amma is saying, return the money. They said, return the money? Amma said, look, a chance to save lives comes very rarely. You've got funding to start a center for doing work on landslide detection. Go find a place where landslides happen, put your systems there, predict landslides, and save lives. If you can do that, accept the money. If you can't do that, don't accept it. That is what is meant. The accountability when you work for a Mahatma is very, very high. You just can't get by with just publishing a paper and hand waving. No, you need to produce results that benefit humanity, ground reality. So that is exactly what, then at that time they said, we don't have money to do the deployment. At that time the ashram was building, ashram has built more than 100,000 homes for the poor. Amma said, some of that fund we will divert into this, don't worry. And that's exactly what they did. And we identified a landslide prone area in Munnar, Kerala. We have our systems, wireless systems, sensors buried deep under the soil, looking at various parameters, transmitting data wirelessly here, and we are able to predict landslides. 27 times we have predicted landslides, evacuated villages, and saved lives. And now that center is a world center of excellence in landslide research. Please applaud. And the government of India is so impressed with it, it wants us to deploy it all over the Himalayas, in Sikkim, etc., etc. But please look at what Amma's statement is. The chance to save lives comes very rarely. If you can do that, accept the money. Otherwise, don't. That is exactly what Amrita is all about. The research that we do is affecting people at the ground level. We do things, we bring solutions for the common man's problems. And what does that mean for you? It means that you will be exposed to the highest technology with the noblest vision, a combination of these two things. I don't have to tell you more than that. That is why Amrita is such a unique place. That is why Amrita is such a fantastic place. We started a Live-in Labs program where our students, actually the ashram has adopted more than 2,000 villages across the country, where our students go and researchers and faculty go and try to identify what the problem there is and go and deploy the solutions. It has become a very internationally famous Live-in Labs program. There was, for example, a village in Wayanad, North Kerala, which did not have electricity since time immemorial. Our students from here and Etimadai went there and they put a solar microgrid, installed it there, and then now that village has electricity and the kids there can study, they can go to colleges and they can have a good education and are not forced to live on daily wages. Now what does that mean for the person, for the student who does this? He becomes a problem solver. He or she becomes a problem solver. You work together with disciplines from different, you work together with faculty from different disciplines. I have computer science people and medical people working together on image processing, neonatal image processing. I have biotechnology people and people from AI and people from engineering looking at healthcare solutions. We have people from cybersecurity and AI and engineering working together towards solutions. That is what I mean. You will be exposed to disciplines from different areas. You will be exposed to interdisciplinary research. You will be exposed to cutting-edge technology and leading faculty. And the goal, finally, is to make this world a better place to live in. That is Amrita's actual dream. We want our students and faculty and researchers not only to be great researchers or technologists or engineers or managers, but great human beings who will make this world a better place to live in. That is the nobility of the vision behind Amrita. That is the reason we are growing so fast. Because when your excellence is coupled with that willingness to help others, we attract grace. And that is a very, very powerful combination. Grace plus effort is Krishna and Arjuna working together, and then victory is certain. Therefore, you have come to a fantastic place. This is Amrita's highlight. Amrita's highlight is nothing but bringing the highest technology to the common man and to make a difference to the world we are living in. Therefore, congratulations on joining Amrita. I welcome you all. Be very, very happy and proud and grateful that you are at Amrita. I am every day grateful that I belong to this wonderful university. Congratulations to all of you. You've started a wonderful, wonderful academic journey, and I wish you all the best. May Amma bless all of you with all success. Namaskar.
Thank you, sir, for that insightful introduction to the world of opportunities at Amrita. Now, to deliver the felicitation address, I invite Dr. U. Krishnakumar, currently serving as the Dean and Head of the School of Arts, Humanities and Commerce, and Spiritual and Cultural Studies, and Chairman, Board of Studies, Director and Research Supervisor in the Department of Computer Science and IT, School of Arts and Science, Amrita Vishwa Vidyapeetham, Kochi. He also serves as in charge and research supervisor at the Department of Cultural Education and India Studies. His academic excellence spans over 50 years of academic experience and 23 years of research experience in India and abroad. We invite you, sir, to deliver the address.
Om Amriteshwari Namaha. My humble prostrations at the lotus feet of our most beloved Amma, Sadguru Shri Mata Amritantami Devi, world-renowned humanitarian leader, spiritual guru, and chancellor of Amrita Vishwa Vidyapeetham. I'm extremely lucky to be here, having been invited for such an august function. Secondly, I am lucky because many of my colleagues and Pujaniya Swamiji have given their insights, especially eulogizing the contributions of Amma to the world, contributions of our university. Just as Pujaniya Swamiji was mentioning about a particular context in Ramayana, we are going to celebrate the Ramayana Masajaranam from the 17th onwards. All our campuses will be doing it. One of the key things what my life with Amma over the last 35 years have taught me is how Amma practices emotional quotients or the emotional intelligence. Emotional quotients or emotional intelligence is something superior to what we normally refer to as IQ. IQ is required for achieving something. But emotional quotients touches upon the very inner being of every individual, everything in this world. That's what Amma practices all the time. This has 4 basic entities. The understanding about oneself, the self-awareness, without which we cannot control oneself. The second quadrant of it, without understanding yourself, you cannot understand what is happening in this world. The societal awareness. And lastly, the societal control, or what you can contribute to the society, how you can live in this society happily, blissfully. For all these, there is a 5th element called the empathy. You students in the Amrita will be given opportunities to practice this 5th element, integrating all the 4 other elements. How do you make use of yourself beneficial to the world? Dr. Balachandra was mentioning about the contributions of Amma towards the society, and he underlined the importance of research with compassion. This is one of the major visions of this university. I'm able to put across to you one point. Fortunately, none of the previous speakers, including Pujaniya Swamiji, mentioned. Have any one of you sitting here seen a chancellor of a university? Not those who studied here in the Amrita itself, any of the campus of Amrita. I'm not asking those students. Have any one of you could point out a chancellor showing directly the love, compassion, and a loving embrace to every student of Amrita? No. If Amrita has 30,000 students presently, all these 30,000 students are accessible to the chancellor. All these 30,000 students can come and witness how Amma embraces. Not just a simple embrace or what you call as alinganam, but that is transfer of positive energy. This happens only in Amma. It is possible only through Amma. That's why if you more transparently define Amma, Amma is not just world-renowned humanitarian leader. Amma is mother of all humanitarian leaders. Amma produces humanitarian leaders by her touch, through her wisdom, through her embrace. Many people have been transformed by one embrace of Amma. This is the greatest contribution of Amma to the world. And this touch, this transfer of positivity towards every one of us, transforms the entire world. No other Mahatmas in this world have ever done it. It's true that Dr. Balachandar applauded it. Because every one of us have experienced it many times. Exclusively because of this, I heartily congratulate all the new students of this campus. Who belong to this bandwagon of 30,000 students, housed in 10 campuses of Amrita, and all the proud parents. When I joined Amma's educational service way back in 1990, immediately after my PhD, there was no college for Amma. There was no university exclusively for Amma. And now we have a university, a world-renowned university. And when we formed the university, we started off with 2 campuses, but now there are 10 campuses. And just as rightly mentioned by Dr. Balachandar, this growth over a period of hardly 25 years is not just longitudinal, not geometrical, it is something above exponential. I remember a few years back, about 5 years back if I remember, 2 of the faculty members were arguing something in front of Amma. And these 2 people have had conflicting ideas. And then Amma looked at me. Where I was listening to it, I was witness to it. Some conflicting ideas were being discussed. Amma was given the profound responsibility of putting them to peace, arriving at a consensus. Amma just looked at me. Amma said, now there are 3 campuses, 4 campuses. So if there are conflicting ideas like this, what will happen if 40 campuses come to Amrita? I don't know. If it happens, if Amrita sets up 40 campuses later, I won't be surprised. I will never be surprised. But at least all of you are now part of this university which has 10 campuses. And you're all extremely lucky just to be under the ambit of Amrita Vishwavidyapitham, across the lake, hardly 200 meters away from here. you are under the watchful eyes of a Mahatma the world has never seen, and that too in the form of a mother. So be under the protection of this mother, be under the watchful eyes of this mother, where all the faculty, all the administrators, everyone, every children, as Samadi was mentioning, every children of Amma serving the institution becomes only a nimittam, an instrument in Amma's divine hands. So with this, let me wish you all once again a happy career, and just as somebody was mentioning, Dr. Bipin Nair was mentioning, you are all within the protective shield of Amma. Be the same word I am repeating, be assured. Namaskar.
Thank you, sir, for your words of wishful felicitations. To once again welcome and congratulate our students, I invite Dr. Prema Nedungadi, the Associate Dean of School of Computing, Amritapuri. She is the UNESCO Chair Holder on Assistive Technologies in Education at the university and has been the founding director of Amrita Create, the award-winning educational technology initiative for social benefit, and she is the principal investigator of the Tribal Ministries Center of Excellence at Amrita. Her contributions are significant to the field of digital empowerment and educational technology, and for these contributions, she has been awarded prestigious recognitions, including the Digital India Award from the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology and the IT Excellence Award for e-learning and education from the Computer Society of India. Ma'am, we are delighted to invite you to give the felicitations.
Om Amriteshwarye Namaha. My humble pranams to Amma, pranams to Swamiji, and all my colleagues on the stage. Welcome to Amrita. I want each of you to think of one problem in the world that you care about. It could be climate change, disease, inequality. Hold it in your mind. That problem, the one you just thought of, is something you can solve at Amrita. Here we have master's students from, I believe, about 14 programs. And the world's hardest problems do not fit inside any one of this program. For example, healthcare would need access to biomedical technology, but also social work, ethical governance. So for large problems, we work together, what we do as interdisciplinary research and programs. Amma has said, if we could transform compassion from a mere word into a path of action, we would be able to solve 90% of the world's humanitarian problems. This is the founding idea of our university. You saw our rankings. Times Higher Education ranked Amrita 37th in the world. And we are in the top 25 in different areas such as quality education, gender equality, clean water and sanitation, clean energy. We have many centers of excellence which are interdisciplinary. And so you have the opportunity to work on many different projects and programs. We are also NAC A++ university, ranked 8th. We have 37 top 2% scientists listed in the Stanford list. So one of the most valuable things you can do in your very first 2 months is to identify an area, a larger problem that you want to work in. Find faculty mentors in your own schools, in your own departments, and at centers. Find collaborators and see how you can do something together. So what we need to ask ourselves when we identify a problem is what is missing? What are the assumptions that may be hiding in the result? Whom are we designing it for? Whom are we excluding? Can I verify it independently? So you have technical questions, you have social questions, you have ethical questions. And what Amma has always told us is knowledge without values is incomplete. So at Amrita, you will be expected to have excellence and integrity. And this very strong master's project can really supplement your coursework. It can become a research paper, it can become a patent, it can become a prototype that you can take maybe even to your own startup. We have the best technology business incubator at Amrita, which had got the National Award for Best Startup. And for those who want to go deeper into research, we have Amrita's own master's and PhD integrated pathways. So that would allow you to complete your PhD at a faster speed. However, you will need to plan for it right from the first semester. We also have research collaborations internationally with over 300 institutes. And what that means for you is you could do dual PhDs, or we can facilitate your admissions to PhDs or dual masters, or even to research projects outside the country. Amma says, you are the light. You are here to be lit by knowledge. You are here to carry that light forward into your field, into your work, your research, your community, into problems that others may not have yet thought through. Amma has spent her life turning compassion into action. She is recognized by the UN. She was appointed by the PM as Civil 20 Chair. She has received the World Leader for Peace Security Award and many other awards. The university she founded carries the same commitment to research. The villages we have adopted, our labs, and to you, our students. Please do not think small or wait until you feel you're ready. You heard Amma's story about the snail. Be bold, be curious, stay ethical. We are deeply honored to be part of your journey here at Amrita. I wish and pray for your success. Om Amriteshwariye Namaha.
Thank you, ma'am, for the congratulatory address. As we near the end of this ceremony, the time has come to express our sincere gratitude to everyone who has been a part of the induction ceremony, especially our esteemed dignitaries. Our first words of gratitude is to Sambhujya Swamiji Purnamridanandapuri, who has blessed this occasion with his graceful presence once again at Amritapuri campus. Thanking you, Swamiji, from the bottom of our hearts. Our sincere gratitude to Dr. Bibin Nair, Registrar of the University, for inspiring us on this induction event. Thank you, sir. Next, our gratitude is to Dr. U. Krishna Kumar, Dean, School of Arts, Humanities and Commerce. So thank you for joining us here today. Now we extend our thankfulness to Dr. Balakrishnan Shankar, Dean, School of Engineering. Thank you, sir, for being here with us today. Now, thank you, ma'am, Dr. Krishnasri Achudan, Dean, PG Programs. And Dr. Prema Nedungadi, Associate Dean, School of Computing, for gracing the occasion and blessing the audience. Now we extend our heartfelt appreciation to our dedicated faculty members and the organizing committee for their meticulous planning and hard work, as well as to our student volunteers for their tireless efforts behind the scenes to ensure smooth arrangements today. We also express our gratitude to the ICTS for their technical support and to AOC for their invaluable support in organizing this event. Finally, on behalf of Amrita Vishwavidyapeetham Amritapuri campus, we extend the greatest appreciation to our dear students and parents. Thank you for placing your trust in our institution. We are excited to embark on this new journey with you, and we wish you a wonderful and enriching time ahead. Thank you one and all for being here today. Now, without further ado, may I request everyone to kindly rise for the national anthem.
Jana Mana Adhinayak Jaya He Bharat Bhagya Vidhata Punjab Sindh Gujarat Maratha Dravida Utkala Vanga Vindhya Himachala Yamuna Ganga Uchchala Jaladhi Taranga Tava Shubha Name Jage Tava Shubha Ashish Mange Gahe Tava Jaya Gatha Jana Gana Mangala Dayak Jaya He Bharat Bhagya Vidhata Jaya He Jaya He Jaya He Jaya 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 He